do this. Welcome back, everyone. We are back at it again. Wayward Compass. You defeated the boss. Congratulations. You have succeeded in living. Yay.
That sounds like a threat.
Yay.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that sounds like a threat. I don't like that.
Yeah.
But with all that being said, the worlds around you had experienced a different, much more terrifying feeling. And let's get your music going and get this party on the roll.
Oh god. Story time.
Story time. All right. There you go. Come on. Load up. So, as you can see, I believe you should be seeing the village, your mushroom village. Nope. There, let me update. Alright, does everyone see the mushroom village?
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. As down below, during your fight, which only lasted like maybe a minute at most, within real time, the rest of the village had seen you enter into the down below into the cave, not knowing if you will ever return or not, or if they will truly ever be free. While they were waiting, and as Pat and Help were managing the last of their items and putting away their essentially stalls for the day, they hear a rumble, a shake. They hear an earthquake starts to occur underneath their feet. They all look around, as this has been the first time that of anything of this magnitude has ever happened before in their village. Many of them, not knowing what to do, look to Large Cap, their leader. Large Cap is pointing out to the warriors to help secure any loose items and for people to get under large mushrooms. Each of these big mushrooms are a home for people, and trying to get in a secure area. As the shaking continues and the rumbling, they see Leaf appearing out from underneath the cave, running at full speed, full speed through the village. She comes up to over to Pat and Help, but as they only say Pat and Help, he's not very much to help. Eventually, Large Cap comes to him and is, "What is wrong? There's these shadows. They've taken over. They look just like them, and they've been fighting them off, and I have to try to. Can you send warriors to help?" And as the earth continues to shake even more violently, as the lich appears underneath the ground, one of the large mushrooms falls to the ground and destroys and kills some of the warriors that were helping civilians get through. And Large Cap looks and he ignores Leaf's request. Leaf, seeing that this is gone, is that he will not find help here. He starts to book it out of the village, back through the forest. With what little time left he has of his bubble, he is intending to make it to hopefully find Orchard on his way over, and he runs out of the village. By that time, that is when Tree appears out from underneath the cave system, running forward, as many of these Fen warriors have gone out to help rescue any people that are trapped, as the shaking of the ground is tossing people over. Tree, underneath, there was none of this, like, you felt it, but you were underneath the ground. You were focused on a battle in front of you, people dying around you, and you fighting for your lives against the shadow and this lich. But up here, there is chaos abrupt. Another home falls, and Tree sees the same situation in front of her, and she realizes there is no way of them helping. She starts to run, and she cuts through the forest as well. You see that Help runs off to the side, trying to find cover as another home falls. But this time, the roots of the mushroom pull up and rocks begin to fall, and you see Help vanish into the rocks. And we find us here. You may go ahead and drop your tokens. Yeah.
Is it? Oh, some like this is how like some of the places that caved in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
So,
Darkness.
darkness. So, as you return back to as the camera returns back to our heroes, they see all of you panting and off to the side, seeing a large chasm in front of you. The body of the lich falling through into the darkness, and you hear the rumbling and shaking of stones falling through. You look around, you see cracks above you, but nothing falls. And eventually, it stills. The stones no longer shift. You hear the light trickle of this pool of infested water going down to this chasm. And it's silence.
Where's Tuna?
I already asked that.
Uh,
Missing one.
He should be here. Do you not see him?
Oh.
I see
Nope.
Tam, Son, and myself. There he is!
Okay.
There
Yeah, there he
man!
is.
All right. So then you
Oh
might
yeah,
not see
Tim's on
him,
top
too.
of Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Moving
right.
her
Yeah.
back on top.
Well, I moved them out of the way because I'm like, maybe they're all, super stacked. No.
That's weird. But yeah. So there is everyone. We all good.
Currently have a new 10-pack. Also, son, we did the math. You cannot move while Tem is holding on to you because all of her gear is too much for you to lift.
Yeah.
So as
Anyway.
Tem it's sort of like the reverse cat on the lap thing. This
No, Tam strapped to Son's back.
Well, no,
There's
yeah,
a
but like
backpack.
you're not by law you're not allowed to move if there's a cat on your lap.
Oh, yes, by law,
Obviously.
you're right. The
Yes,
cat law.
the cat laws. Anyway, as Mo, real quick, I believe we rolled it at the end after hours. I don't remember if we did or not.
She failed.
We've your Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I failed.
Alrighty, cool, perfect. We all agree. Excellent.
Level 2 exhaustion, I know.
Alrighty, perfect. So that is up and running for you.
Ugh.
And you see the chasm in front of you. You hear the light shifting of rocks, but nothing of real note. And I believe we are at a everyone is mostly everything expended at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Mostly, 100%, yes.
All right.
Not much left in the tank.
I feel like Sun's like slowly being crushed by Thames. Like...
Pretty much.
Tuna will see this, and as his prime directive is to care, he will try to pull Tem off of.
Make a strength check if that's fine, because
Yeah, for
Tem is
sure.
latched on really hard.
That was that was a straight strength check. That was 10. Honestly, that also counts for his athletics too.
You got a 5. Okay, yeah. So she is. Yeah. So
All right.
Tuna would be able to pry
Right off.
All right, Tuna pulls you
Yeah.
off.
Tem off.
I just imagine what is it like in cartoons when the character is scared and it's just like frozen as you like move him around.
Yeah, exactly like that.
It'll kind of put you off to the side away from the water.
We need
Sun's like
drinks.
still on the ground. Sun's still on the ground. Just like...
We're not
Panic.
going down. If anything, we're going up. And I want something to drink.
He's like alcohol or water.
Either!
I believe whiskey is usually called for on an escape attempt of life.
It's like there's more to whiskey.
Okay.
There's more to life than whiskey.
There's so many more things to drink.
You also see your little mushroom friend's dead body next to you guys.
So I'm
Mo's
just
gonna
gonna
look-
like
Go ahead.
crawl over. So I'm just gonna crawl over and just pick him up.
Mm.
Are you gonna eat that?
No.
Is very light.
Yeah, I guess like Sun's just gonna like tuck him into like what is it like the little like
Oh,
his shirt, just going like yeah. It's like we'll bury you when we go up.
alrighty. Alright. Would you guys
Alright.
you guys want to make your way back through?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm looking over at Cap. Is
Uh,
Cap frozen stiff?
at the moment, I'm gonna roll another check for her.
Okay.
Meant to roll at disadvantage. 10. So she's not frozen stiff, but she is not moving. She's just kind of in the fetal position, rocking back and forth, just repeating over and over, "Not down, not down."
Okay.
Tuna will lift you up. How about up? We'll just hold you up above his head.
I'm safe.
Let's see if I can.
I'll take that.
Affirmative.
hold on. No,
It's just tap under my arm like a football. Like, let's go.
Alrighty, cool.
I guess like for me, I'm just gonna see if I can like, let's see if I can. Let me try to see if what I can do.
Okay. You wanna like roll a perception check to see kind of what you see in the darkness of the chasm?
Actually, no. I was thinking of like just take also. I just remembered that there's a little statue that the little guy worshipped. I might just bring him there instead.
Further in,
Okay.
Yeah.
Back
It's like,
back the way you came.
I should have been
Yeah.
over
The way
here.
you were looking at the chasm, Mose would say, if you want to go down there, I'm gonna need a lot more drinks.
I believe if we are to investigate, we should do it when we are at a more optimal level.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
How do I take both of them?
I'll go ahead and just controls click onto
Yeah.
if you want to take multiple people, if you guys want to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you just have to highlight everyone. Make sure you see a little block around their picture, and then that informs you that
Yeah.
you are both
The
highlighted.
statue is here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him here.
Cool. All right. As you guys make your way back, you find that there is stones and rock all over, but it seems to be that only the little statuesque, little sanctuary that was left seems to stand tall, and no rock seemed to have even fallen around it, as though it was perfectly still.
So, yeah, Son's just gonna, it's like, I guess like he's gonna not bury, but like put him on top of like the statue, like the foot of the
Altar?
statue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little altar. Is there any like I don't know, like there's some flowers around there, so I'm just gonna put that there.
Alrighty. As you kind of coat him with a little bit of the floral, and you can see that a lot of these little pots that they sit in are like very crudely mashed together, like very dried and wet, like dirt and mud that I got like compressed together and like dried out as best as he can. And you can see that like the little like dots of his like hands of like where he like would push in, and the little tiny little nails of the fingers of very minuscule deep within. And he would place them on top. You place them on the altar with the floral.
You're welcome for the
flowers around them.
nightmares.
And he, as you put there, is there anything you say?
What is it? I say like, it's like thank you for the help, and your companionship was very nice to have in this dark cave. It's like, and like, was it? I start to think of my it's like brother, and just like, it's like I can't have emotions now, but like, was it? It's like I'll just mourn him later.
All right. As you leave him there, you feel like that calming wind that had happened before, and you feel one of your spell slots return. Your choice.
Hey.
Wait a minute. No, you keep doing what you're doing. That was Mo going, wait a minute.
Your choice of spell slot. You feel the magic sort of emanate around you, as though like that bit of exhaustion that happens over time finally starts to ebb away, and your choice to refill that slot. And as you see the smiling Valkyria down looks down upon you.
Was it? Look up to her and say, "It's like, thank you, for it's like whatever you did."
The stone face continues to smile.
Hmm. Let's see. I don't have anything else to. Don't have anything to really offer. Yeah.
I'll argue out of character. You've done the most precious thing. You've returned a paladin back to their god, and that is
Okay then.
that is a very very sacred thing in this world.
Made another wisdom save for Tim. She's still not frozen stiff, but she's not getting any better.
Oh,
Tuna Tuna will run an investigation check as Mo. You say, "Wait a minute."
Uh, we're trapped down here.
oh, great.
That's a cave-in. We're not getting through that.
Hmm.
I'm also going to roll an intelligence.
Sounds like it's like wonder if I
Oh,
can
that's
see
not good.
this.
Not terrible, but not good.
Oh no, that's a different thing. What's the thing?
Investigation.
No, message.
Oh.
Sending or message? Two different spells.
Yeah, I can't use message then.
You-
It's sending.
oh, because
yeah,
you're
it's
trying to get
sending.
further out. Yeah, I see what you're getting at.
Let's go. Okay, it looks like I have to use the slot that I just got back, but okay then.
Up to you. You don't have to. You see Tuna is starting to like push at some of the rocks, and you see like every now and then, like if he pushes a rock, you see he kind of like pulls back a bit as you kind of hear a little like of the like precariousness of some of the rocks higher up, and you see he'll grab three little stones just in case, and he'll cast magic stone on them and have them ready.
Yeah.
Tuna believes that we are trapped.
Yeah, I'm gonna what was it? I'm gonna cast sending to like what was it? It's like Mumbles. What's her other
Lark's-
like name?
Lark song.
No, like her what's it? The
Her-
guy that she's
Shadow?
always
Shadow.
yeah, Shadow.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What? 25 word limit. 25 word limit. What do you say to him?
Send help. We are trapped under cave. Under Mushroom Village.
Mushroom.
And we are very, very tired and injured.
Okay. Cool. Perfect. Just under. Just under. All right. You get that, and I don't believe he can send it. Oh, he can't reply to you.
Nope. Oh, we can?
Yeah.
Yep.
He just can't
All right,
go
yeah.
past the 25
Same limit.
character limit. All right. You'll get the message. You see the camera cut away for a moment as Shadow's ears kind of prick up as he hears your voice in his ear. And he, let's see if you, I don't know, actually, that one's a new one for him. Shit. Find out. His intelligence is above average, so he would get, yeah,
Mine's below average.
above +2. Let's roll it. 18. Okay, cool, perfect. So he understands how it works. Okay, so he's going to take a moment before he replies, and then he's gonna think. Understood. Your brother is here, and we will do our best to get to you. Stay safe and don't die.
All right.
Thanks,
Part 2
Ted.
already accomplished.
All right. your SOS has been sent out, and you
Mhm.
see as the camera out of character, you see the camera. He explains this. You see that Leaf exhausted and is like at this point like level 2 exhaustion as he's been pushing himself. Is like breathing heavily and gasping to explain the situation, and then a few moments later you see that Tree appears as well, and both of them safe and sound, a little worse for the wear, but exhausted, but are explaining to Mumble, and Mumble kind of looks very like surprisingly it's almost as though she's lost a lot more than she expected, and you see a lot of them start to try to locate Orchard and try to start setting up a party. And the camera returns back to you guys.
And it's like Sun's just gonna collapse onto the floor, saying like, "I hope you see this clown." Just like, yeah, and just like puts the thing away,
You feel
the bottle away.
you feel like Cloud has seen this.
I have can't hoot, I bet. Alright. Well, for the time being, Mo's calm. And she's just gonna sit down and she's gonna have like a drink out of her water skin and maybe a snack, because
Tuna is going to kind of look. Should we? Should I use this, or should I wait till we establish ourselves? And hold
use
up
this as what?
the greater healing potion.
David.
You'll put it back.
Also, I thought one of my siblings died in the battle, didn't they?
No!
They were down, but you guys were able to bring him back up before
Everyone got out alive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Except
okay,
for the
then-
mushroom.
I was trying to kill someone, and you guys survived. So, good job.
Oh, okay, good. I thought my sibling died.
I really tried.
No, he was definitely out to kill your siblings.
Mm-hmm. I was explaining to them after session when we were
Yeah.
talking when you left.
Oh, okay then.
So good job. Like for
All
real,
right,
good
good.
job. You guys are great.
Anyways, it's like Sun's just like, what was it? He's gonna just like play around with like the rod, just like, what was it? Just like, what if I just like against like the wall, like the crumbling wall?
Duna believes that enough agitation will cause other things to move. Whether that would be in a positive manner or in a negative manner is yet to be seen.
He's like, I don't think I want to test that. Was it? Can I hear anything else? Like, what is any like other creatures?
Roll me a perception check. Let's see if you can pick it up.
All right, hold on. Let me just grab my dice. Will Sun's dice work this time?
Hmm.
See,
That's
see.
16 plus.
you had 2 natural 20s last session, so
Yeah,
your
plus
dice
seven,
are
16
doing
plus
well.
7. That's like 21.
21. Your sensitive ears, as you kind of listen around, you hear a bit of rustling coming back towards the chasm. You hear a bit of the. You almost think for a moment you hear Tem coming down, like towards the towards the chasm.
It's like, do I look for Tem?
You look to Tem.
Tem is
sitting right there.
Right beside you. She got out from Mo's arms.
Yeah.
It's
Well, yeah. Now we're sitting down having a drink of fucking water and wishing it was whiskey.
Sounds like, do you guys hear that?
Roll
Hot
perception.
down.
I'm gonna roll perception as well.
Tuna just whirs a bit. Tuna does not hear anything of anything of oddity.
I'm still hearing my heart beat in my ears. I can't. No. Why? Don't you dare say it. We have another problem.
Tem got a 16 for her perception check.
You hear rustling of stones, but towards the chasm.
So over in this direction.
Yeah, over in that direction.
Okay. Tem will set her bag down and find her star map out of it, along with a water skin, and just kind of stare in this direction
Okay.
while she's drinking water and is ready to use her star map if need be.
Sun's just gonna like snarf down like one, just like one piece of like his ration, because and like just prepare for like the whatever is gonna go. It's like down.
Shall I argue that this will be a short rest then? You guys would like to take?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with a short rest.
Cool.
Sure.
Alright. So for about 30 minutes to an hour, the party rests. You may use as many hit die as you would like to regain any health points.
I'm not using any because I'm at full health and then some.
Get where to find.
The fastest way I go is
Short rest.
go to editing.
Druid hit
I'm gonna
die.
use
I found it.
I use my 2d8.
So what's the hit die that's like a D8? Right?
So if you click on
So if you look
short
at
rest,
D&D Beyond, there's a short rest just above your speed and proficiency bonus. Click that, and then you can choose how many your hit die you want to use.
Oh.
Just keeping track. If you've used any from Wither and Bloom, those would be consumed.
oh yeah,
I
that's
don't
right.
know.
God, how many of you did I withered and bloomed? I think I
I
definitely
know I used up a lot of them.
Yeah, because I definitely know I've hit everyone except 10.
Yeah.
So I think Sun, you might be down 2, and
I'm down at least 5.
yeah, because I know you were my primary target for that.
No. But hey, I have my key points back!
With,
So I get like what 6? So I have a total of 6. So and I'm down 2. So that's 4, right?
Mhm. You can use all 4 if you would like to heal yourself back up, or you don't have to if you don't want to at this time.
What is it? Okay, let's see. Hold on. I have 3 hit die. I'm gonna use 3 hit die because that's how much I have.
Okay, it's not working.
Wow, I only got 3. Wait, is 0 like mean actually 0 or 10?
For a
Be able to
D8,
roll a 0.
for a D8, it's not on there's no 0 on a D8. Are you rolling a
You're
D10?
rolling D10s by accident.
Oh, whoopsies, my bad.
There we go. Cool.
I don't know anything, guys.
No, it's all
It's
good.
okay. No worries.
5 plus
And
that is
I rolled an intelligence save. Okay, we're doing a little better, but not much.
a lot of ones. 19.
16.
3.
Shannon's had a pretty decent amount of health. Almost half. A little.
You add your Constitution modifier to your hit die.
It's 5.
Yep. For each hit die that you use.
I didn't know that.
18.
I only know that because the short rest told me to do so.
Mhm, yeah.
Mm.
I don't think Wither and Bloom. I'm pretty sure it does. Actually, now.
Now that we know how hit die work, yeah, we should be adding the full con modifier to that as well.
So then we were definitely not doing that properly. Oh well.
Yeah, I didn't know that you also got your con mod for hit dice. I thought you just got the hit dice. So that's my bad.
No worries. We now know.
Trial
for
and
the
error.
future. Luckily, it did not kill any of us. So there you go.
Got 39 HP back, so it's good enough.
Good shit. Good shit. Alrighty, cool. Jenna's still at half. He's not going to use all of his hit die. He's going to hold.
During
just in
that
case.
short rest, Temma's also going to attempt to clean herself a bit.
Yeah, for sure. Go for it.
Sun's just gonna use like mending for whatever he has. It's like has broken or like ripped off.
A lot of your clothes got thrashed around. There's probably a good few dents in your musical instrument, especially since you were shot with lightning. So there is a lot of singeing going along.
Yeah, he's just like was applying like stuff to it and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
You know what I just realized?
But
We didn't get any loot from that stupid thing.
Jenna
I
believes,
got no more dragon bones to add to my collection.
Jenna believes that in order for us to collect the items, we would have to dive deeper to discover the body.
If the floor hadn't given out, is what I'm saying. So I'm just mad that after all that hard work, we got nothing.
Couldn't we just go investigate it?
No.
I don't think we're ready for another fight yet.
I don't want to go down to the dark pit. I'm sorry. What part of the pit says I'm a cave dweller.
Damn it, Grease! No down!
Tuna believes that if we will be stuck here and starve. Our rations will not last us for our congruent time, depending on how quick and how efficient they are of removing rocks, which I do apologize, son, but I do not believe your people have those capabilities.
No, we don't.
And from what I've seen from the mushroom individuals, they have only been able to do rudimentary science and other things of that nature. Magicraft does not seem to fully imbue it within their creatures. If they are free, as they so say they are, I do not believe that they would be able to excessively and effectively excavate us out of this hole that we are in. So, understandably, I would be the one that would survive
Fine.
if we were to sit.
Fine. Go freaking deeper into
We can't all be sitting geese here.
Jenna believes
Do
this is true.
not make me take the last of the fur off your tail.
Alright, and then Son just like goes, takes out his like, his Bujuski and just goes, secret tunnel! Secret tunnel! Let's go down. He's like, I am so defeated. We just need to bring our morale up a little bit.
This happened last time too. You guys were in a secret tunnel as well.
Do you want a nap too? How do you want a nap?
Tuna believes that if we rest stuff, we will be able to move forward more effectively, rather than going in at our current state.
Yeah, was it?
Lo's gonna start pulling out her dog bed.
All right, Tuna will, with the last of his spells, just in case, he's gonna set up an alarm. He's gonna grab a little piece of string from wiring from himself, and he's gonna place it around at the right over here. And he's gonna set up alarm. He's also going to cast
there
Long Strider on everyone, on 2 people, so Mo and Sun, since you guys are our closest thing to our frontliners. Just in case if you need to move fast, but it'll only last for an hour.
That's so funny that Sun the Bard is a frontliner.
And that is all the prep he has. He has absolutely no more spell slots, and he is...
I'm just going through and changing all of Tem's spells for the next day.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, you know what? He'll actually use up 3 of his sorcery points to gain back a level 2 spell slot. And he will throw in aid on top of Mo. So you get plus 5 temp HP, essentially. It'll last for 8 hours. So by the end of our long rest, it will be gone, but it's there just in case.
And I still have one level of... I still have 1 level exhaustion.
Yes. Throughout your long rest, yes.
Yeah, we get...
Yeah, no, it told me whatever cover for my long rest.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 1 level of exhaustion.
Cool. Alrighty. So, who's keeping watch?
Mo went down all the way. She's already asleep. She's done.
Tuna will be the one to stay awake then, since alarm is active.
She didn't even curl up nicely like normally does, looking out the little bit. He just flopped and he looks like he's dead.
Sounds just taking like a little corner and just like, what is it? Sets down his little sleeping roll and just like, and it doesn't even put it over him. He just kind of just like falls to sleep.
Gotcha.
I'm the one with 2 levels of exhaustion.
Well,
now it's 1, but
at this point, I could argue that almost everyone has it, but we'll go with that. At least 1. Tuna will he'll just sit there. He'll look to Tem, hoping
you
that
can
he'll
wake
take
Mo
the
up for
second
second round or whatever, but she's out for this one for right now. She's out.
Alrighty then, cool. Alright. So as the party rests, let's roll it. Cool.
Nice.
As your rest goes on, essentially,
Gonna pass out.
as you are just all passed out, Tuna is sparking in a way and is like slowly repairing himself, and you see like bits of his armor getting like placed back together without him moving it, and like his essentially is like nanobots I like to think of, or like fixing him
His
up.
nanites.
His little nanites. Throughout your rest, he looks around and his alarm goes off as he like stands and to check. He sees that
This is an alarm that everyone can hear?
no, his alarm, because his spell alarm goes off.
Alright.
As he stands and he looks, he sees a tiny little mushroom, identical to your unnamed friend. He starts to walk through, same as basically a copycat of this guy here. He just walks through, picks him up, and takes him back out. And then Tuna continues to watch and wait.
I guess they're gonna eat that.
And nothing happens. And he sits back down. He'll kind of move himself a little further here, and he'll sit himself down, put his daggers out, magic stones out, and he'll wait. Nothing else comes out. And by the time it rolls around, he'll go to you, Mo, since you said you were cool with it. And
Yeah.
Tem probably is not happy about being underneath.
Is anyone actually looking at Tim?
Not at this time. If you want to describe what Tem is doing.
Oh, if no one's looking at Tim, then there'd be no point.
You can still describe for us.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. It'll be a surprise for later if that ever happens.
All right, then.
Alright, then.
So then Tuna will go over and wake you up, Mo, for the last half of the watch.
Okay.
We had a interesting development. Our mushroom
If
friend.
it's anything like things are gonna kill us,
No,
oh my god.
at least as far as I'm not aware of.
Okay. Alright.
And Tuna will.
Well, Stretch. I've been very irritated when her wings frickin' smack against the stone walls. And then she'll just drag her bag and her doggy bed and just set it down. And now she'll sit nicely, but your head will still be up.
Cool. All right. And for the last of the
We're-
watch, you're up.
Little weird, glowy bib thing that Ken made for her last time.
Cool.
That's her only source of light because she can't see in the dark.
Oh, whoops.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, whoops.
Go
What
ahead.
about that little glowy, like
The
little
mushrooms.
mushroom
The
dude?
mushrooms are around you. So
Yeah,
you
and
can
she's
see
got that
yourself.
little makeshift bib necklace thing that Tem made her last time.
Yeah.
But it only gets her about 10, 15 feet, and that's it.
Yeah. You see the little bottleneck. That's all that's important, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Alrighty. And with that, you'll go ahead and roll me a d20. See how well things go.
Well, if Tuna got a 1 and nothing happened, I'm not worried at the moment.
You don't know he got a 1.
I saw
Yeah.
it!
I can see that it's there, but
Right out of the game, I'm not worried. Where's Mo right now? Yeah, after this. That'd been cool.
So as it goes on, you sort of hear a little bit of the scuffling further down into the cave system as you kind of look and try with your little bit of night vision and a little bit of light that you give. Nothing, you can't see anything, and if anything, the shadows are playing tricks on you, on your eyes, as you try to gaze through. Eventually, after about 20 minutes or so, the rustling kind of stops a bit, and you don't no longer hear the trickling of water from that pond further up ahead.
Now, when you said that her eyes was like putting tricks on her and stuff like that, was there anything specific that you wanted to, give me from that or nah?
I will leave that one up to you for what does Mo, what would scare Mo enough and that is still on Mo's mind to like a shadow of it would flick through.
Well, considering how the last fight went and she ended up rolling not so terribly, her biggest concern from that wouldn't really be there, except for the fact that I accidentally rolled cost 2, but it's still a check nonetheless. So it actually would have been a -1. So I rolled a 2, sorry, essentially, on my intelligence for Mo. So no one else is awake right now, right?
No, everyone is in stasis mode.
Are we almost at like how many hours has it been since our watch at this point?
You're
Well,
cutting in and out. I missed most of that.
That's okay. I'm rambling.
I got what you're getting at. It was how long it had been for the watch. It would have only been half of your watch, so 4 hours, since Tuna only requires 4 hours of stasis. So if we're splitting it only on that, it's only been 4 hours so far.
Only 4 hours.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, given what I rolled and the fact that she's hearing shit,
Mhm.
and then suddenly there's no noise that she was hearing before, because I don't know, her intelligence was low. She probably has no idea that it was the pond that stopped making noise.
Yeah.
But the fact that there's now no noise.
Yeah.
It's even anticipating that there's something there and it's now watching and ready to strike to freak the fuck out.
Probably. What would you like to do about it?
Alright, so we're getting like a scrambling news and Malta and whatnot is right over like, guys, we're gonna be under attack, guys, wake up.
You see that Tuna eyes will light up, and he will take a rock and he'll throw it in the direction that you came from, like passing you, and he'll just shoot one out. He'll just roll a magic stone.
It's like Sun just like wipes like the side of his mouth is going like, yeah, okay, I'm ready.
Natural one. You hear the smack of the rock as it like shatters against like the side of the wall. You know it hit nothing. It did not go very far. Like he just like flung it out and it like hit the wall against like right next to you guys.
Okay. Well, as Mo tries to pick up Tem, Tem
Oh,
would be
you're not
sleeping.
picking up anybody.
No, but as you go to
Yeah,
but as you try to wake them up, Tem is not trancing.
What?
Oh.
She's not what?
Trancing.
No, she's what? Okay.
I explained this to you earlier because the cave network would interfere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Tem normally trances when on long rests, and she doesn't close her eyes. They're just filled with starlight, but she's not trancing.
So you're just fully asleep then.
She is out.
Oh, alright.
She is asleep, and she's not aware of anything going on.
Oh.
That's fine. Most preoccupied with
shit.
the events that are happening.
Tuna will awaken. Are the enemies in front of us as he pulls out his dagger and another rock?
All I know is like I can't see a lot down here. There was noise, there was shit moving around, and then it's silence. So there's gotta be something over there waiting on.
Alright. He will look to Sun, and as Tem is still asleep under everyone's feet. Should we investigate or shall we hold up here? You, Sun, as you waken, you can see further. You don't see anything coming around, but you do hear, because of your high perception, you already hear that the water that was trickling into the chasm has stopped. And so has Tuna. Understood that, and at least that much.
Sounds like, okay. Someone come with me, and like I'm gonna just like carefully make my way to see what's going on. Then,
Making my way downtown. All right, cool.
yeah, he but he's like, what is it like? Was it like a bolt, a crossbow? Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Longstrider is still active for you guys, so your movement speed is doubled. So you guys
Plus 10.
plus 10. My apologies. So you guys are a little faster. So if you guys want to be the ones to actively move forward, you may, or if you want Tuna to go out since he has the highest AC.
I'm
I-
like, was it
what?
Tuna come with me? Tuna come with me.
Tuna has the highest AC. Okay, cool. Tuna will
Let's
go with you.
go.
All right.
You love to follow.
As you guys, and with the sleeping Tem, as you guys walk forward, Tuna kind of looks around a bit. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay, first. One.
Oh my god! Why? You're
He
the
never trusts his
perceiver.
stupid dice.
You're the perceiver. He has a -1 to this. All right, so 13. So, son, as you kind of look around, you can see still pretty well in the dark right now. You
Oh, wait,
see,
well, so that one was like I had to add a 7 because that'd be a total of 8.
well,
That's still a
it's
one.
still a natural 1. It's
Yeah.
same thing with like our natural 20s. So, unfortunately, as you kind of look around, you are like fully distracted by like the silence. You're sort of like making like your head is like your mind is playing tricks on you, and it's like sort of making up like bit like little like flashes of something off of the corner of your eye, the little like noises that like you know how like when you're scared and at night you start to hear random creaks everywhere in your house or like
Yeah, 'cause you're all of a sudden
that
you're
stuff.
hearing this goes.
It just
Mhm.
expands, so you're not really noticing anything of like everything is just awful. It's just from your perspective. Tuna with a 13, he looks around, he sees that the rocks that are along this like pool, and you see like it has shrunk down by this point. You're kind of seeing the bit more of the human and the horse that's like sitting at the bottom of this lake or this like little pond. You see that the rocks have formed to sort of create a barrier around this, and that there was a little bit of you see like he sees a little bit of claw marks here and there, like almost as though like with like scratch marks of something of like small creatures, sort of similar to Tem size.
I was like, I'm like, Son's just like, Tuna, you sense anything?
Tuna believes that there has been a kobold or kobolds that have approached this further high up, and he kind of points out to you the formation that's kind of built up, and he shows you like the scratch marks, and you even see like a pair of scratch marks. Now that he's like showing them to you, you see him on the ground in front of you.
Aw. Son's just like looking at it, and it's like, do you think that do you think they got like, I don't know, poisoned by the waters, like that leaked out?
It could be that it was disturbing them, yes, and that is why they stopped the flow. However, I am more surprised at the fact that there might be a colony of some sort this deep within the mountain and underground. If my assumption, I would assume that they would either be further in or at the bottom of this cavern.
Well, that sounds like, looks like we might. I mean, if there's gonna be, was it a life down here, that means there might be a way out.
Indeed, and food and sustenance for your bodies.
Uh-huh. Was it? What about like, was it like over there?
As you kind of look over, you see that it's still like this open space of just pitch black. You do see like out of the corner, like another edge of part of it had still stayed structurally sound, and as well, but everything else has fallen through.
Is this area like able for me to like?
It's
Was it?
it looks climbable because you guys were there earlier. Like you definitely could make your way down, but it would be very steep and it would be very
Okay.
very difficult. But it is possible. It's just
Hmm.
difficult.
Good thing someone's got Featherfall.
Oh right, right. I can. Sounds like, sounds like we might have to go down then.
Indeed.
All right then. And he walks back. It's like, hey, who wants to go down like the dark, scary hole?
Oh!
I
How
believe
do
we.
you approach? First of all,
Oh yeah, huh? Uh,
because Mo is my son right now. Tina's on there like ready to attack. How do you approach?
you see like Tuna's headlights like are on, so like as the corner turns, the yellow glow of the shadow eyes appear, and it's just Tuna.
Hang on, I'm rolling intelligence to see if you can recognize that.
Come at me, bro. You got high AC, boy.
I rolled 8.
All right, come at me.
Yeah,
Tuna-
she's coming at you!
Tuna has
This
yellow lights
nudge.
on.
No. So she's gonna charge and she's gonna go, oh shit!
And Tuna, that's Mo. It is Tuna. I have nothing to fear as he like walks out of the shadows. All right, roll attack.
Oh. Sounds like wait, no.
You're gonna get on that thing! You come out of nowhere, wait, no!
Okay, what do I roll?
Oh
It's
no,
a
no! It's Mo. Mo is attacking right now. Mo is
Yeah.
like jumpy, ready to attack. So I
I
say
rolled
that
low, you're good. I rolled low, 13.
you see that Tuna like catches your blade and he like holds on to it. It's like, and then he turns his eyes from yellow back to blue, and he's like, "Mo, it is just us."
Freaking say something!
My apologies. I thought you were already aware of our presence. Let go of your blade.
I cannot see in the dark! Is it clear enough?
We should look into something of magical capabilities to enhance your sight.
Sure, I'm going down now. She's not even pull out her bed or anything. She's just gonna lay on the ground.
Sounds just like, well, we might have to go down that hole, by the way.
Indeed.
Of course we do.
There seems to
Time
be
to look up
evidence.
in the dirt.
There seems to be evidence of life further down within the cave system, and as well as to gather our loot and rewards.
Yeah, we might have
Indeed.
so it's
Face
like,
in the dirt.
let's go down, guys. We might have to. Is Tem awake or no?
I believe we should finish our rest though. We still
Yeah.
have a couple more hours.
Tem is sleeping. She is out like a light. She's
All right then. Looks like we might have to sleep for a bit longer then.
Indeed.
You,
just kind
you
of.
just want that clock.
Oh my god. All right. Well, the party continues to sleep, and go ahead and click your long rest buttons now. You are successfully reached the end of your long rest.
Yay!
Woo! Alrighty then. And also, he's not there anymore. Cool. Alrighty, y'all. As after 8 hours elapsed, you awaken to find yourself still underground.
and would still be passed out. She has not actually had sleep in years.
Oh my!
Intriguing. Okay.
Oh my!
As Tuna's internal clock reaches to his 8-hour timer, he will awaken and he will try to prod Tem to awaken.
Just because it would be funny, I want to roll a perception check. Nice. Okay. So Tem is going to wake with a start and immediately lash out at whatever just touched her. As she has now been startled awake and sleeping is new to her, quote unquote. So she's suddenly freaking out as there's been a sudden massive shift in time.
Gets attacked again. Sorry, Tuna gets attacked again.
All right, Tuna will take it. Like
15.
you don't hit Tuna's AC. Tuna will like catch your staff, your
No,
strength.
she's just clawing out.
Okay, then
Just
she'll
mouse
grab your
style
she'll grab your hand. She'll grab like one
Like
of
a-
your hands, and your like other claw will like scratch along and scrabble
Pretty
along.
much grab a cat claw.
Basically,
No.
yeah.
Don't.
What's going on?
Tem, it is only Tuna. We have awakened you.
Waking.
Indeed.
Tem doesn't sleep.
You
It
were.
sounds like you don't.
Your stasis mode was very different from your traditional stasis modes, and he will let you go. You had your eyes closed.
What time is it?
Sounds like I don't know.
Well, actually, I don't know. At this point, I
Because
think
we
Tuna's
went on this
internal
lovely
clock will
cave
know.
dive. Just before
Hold
lunch.
on, let me think.
Ugh.
What time did you
Where are
guys
we?
get in there?
What's going on?
Oh, I'm sorry, real quick, 2 seconds. Approximately, it would be at around 1 a.m.
Huh. We've been
Possible.
And we are currently underground, approximately 100
Oh.
meters.
No underground. She'll immediately just start looking about the cave in a panicked fashion.
It is untraversable, as far as we can understand it.
No underground. Bad.
Do you try to
Gonna
move the
walk over to the
rocks?
cave wall and just start moving small pebbles. She doesn't have enough strength to move anything. She's
As-
just clearing it with small pebbles. She can move.
As you move like little pebbles, like
She's 3 feet tall. And she has no strength. She's not gonna be able to move anything.
go ahead, still roll me a strength check. Let's just see if you crit. Athletics check.
19.
Jesus Christ. With in your panic state, you're actually able to like shift a rock, and you're like able to, and then roll me a dexterity saving throw as other rock starts to move, and a boulder falls towards you. A boulder
Oh,
in
no.
your eyes, a very heavy rock to other people. All right,
12.
you easily jump back and just lands flat where you were once standing.
So I'm just gonna like pick her up. What is it with this like these like?
I believe
And
we
just
have
be like-
discovered that it was a negative outcome.
So I was just gonna pick her up and just be like, I think was it we might have to go down further in the cave too.
No down.
There's a bunch of kobolds probably down there.
Indeed,
No!
there seems to be evidence of their existence further into the chasm.
Hold on.
I'm with Tim on this one. I don't wanna.
It's like either we wait here and
Oh, it's pretty good.
so he's just like, we can't be sitting ducks here, you know. That.
She'll just kind of go slacking your arms. She just kind of resigns herself to it.
Indeed.
No, down. Down bad. Kobold's bad.
Why are kobolds bad? Are they not of the same species as you, or are you of a different variety?
Tem's different.
Different how?
Explain.
Different. Tem prefers stars, not caves.
You will draw
That
your
sounds
star.
Oh.
Tina will draw a star. Like this. Would this be sufficient?
She'll wiggle in Sun's arms, trying to hop down and get to her bag. She'll pull out her star map and create a bonfire, and then use the light of the bonfire to shine the light through the star map, creating constellations on the ceiling of the cave. Stars like that.
Indeed.
Hmm.
We can do this more often.
It is almost as though an indoor map or telescope.
Is constellations of night sky, not like cave roof, dark, bleak, scary.
So I was just like, well, either we are sitting ducks here, or what is it? It's
Are
like
you
he
gonna,
goes
are you gonna
down.
keep using these terrible racist comments?
Well,
He's like, oh yeah, okay, fine.
there is one factor that we do need to address, that our food supply will not survive, and that
Yes,
you
I'm.
will all eventually die, while I will sit here watching over your decaying
Mushrooms.
bodies.
Tim will go over and pick up one of the mushrooms.
Okay.
Food supply here.
It spews out. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Mm,
Mushrooms aren't all bad.
No, not all of them. These ones just
13.
don't like getting touched so much. You get dealt um only 5 points of poison damage.
Oh,
Only.
mm.
mushrooms bad.
Yeah, we thought.
And
I
the
thought
light
we
and the light
established
glows out of it, and as it dies.
that. So I already thought we'd established this.
I believe so, and we have learned that these mushrooms have grown some form of intelligence.
Speaking
And,
of light, how's the light on Mo's bonnet doing?
because the way you designed it, I'm going to argue that it's still fairly good.
Thank God. But yeah, alright.
Could
Slow-
use improvement.
Slowly dying. It's just slowly killing you, actually. No, just kidding.
You're all the more welcome to make improvements.
Ah,
I
kneel
can't
down.
see shit.
Calm down.
So I was just
Long.
gonna go with sending. Gonna cast sending again. To
Okay.
see it.
As Tem would be able to reach up, she's going to hold her star map and place it against your forehead. And she's going to cast dark vision on you.
Oh, hell yeah. Perfect.
You now have dark vision out to 60 feet.
For how long?
Hey,
8 hours.
Wow. Hell yeah. Let's go.
no, it sounds
This
gonna
is
go
much
send it.
better.
You can see. Who are you sending to?
I'm gonna send to what's it? To like was it? To
And she'll
Tree.
also
The tree?
turn off the campfire.
Alrighty. What do you say to Tree?
I'm like, let's see. Where are you guys? We are still down here. Have not moved.
Safe!
We are safe.
Okay.
And
But after we're going deeper
Invested.
into the cave, and we're getting out on our own because they're not going to be able to get us out. Where are you?
can you guys get us out?
Okay. You
Tim
hear.
could make a 5-foot hole once every day. Mechanically, how that would work, a stone shape, I can clear out a 5-foot hole using magic, but it's a 4th level slot, and I only have one.
No, yeah, I remember. No, yeah, there's a whole story I have to tell you guys about this after out of session.
So she could make a little indent, and that's it.
Um,
No, thank you.
you hear back. We have gathered some of the villagers. Noxious fumes gone. The mushroom people are helping, but we still need to gather our last supplies. One under. And then that's what you get back.
Sounds like so it's gonna take forever, huh? Because he doesn't want to do another sending.
Did you? I'm assuming you told everyone what they said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As I had, my hypothesis has seemed to been proven correct. And you see him. He puts down a little one of his little notebooks. He puts down another mark, a win in the tuna column.
Well,
Doesn't take much to win.
No, it's very hard for Tuna to lose at these arguably theoretical fights.
Okay, so it looks like our best bet is to go down because like we cannot just be standing here doing nothing and just waiting. Okay, we cannot be doing this.
I thought we already, established this argument. So why are we telling your family to come get us when we've decided we're gonna get out on our own? You see where I'm at with this?
yes. Okay.
Like, why are they gonna bother wasting their time to dig us out if we're not gonna be here by the time they do that?
All right. Hmm.
Tem will pick up her pack and just start pacing back and forth nervously in the corner.
Let's see. 3 feet of wood.
You're better off just telling them not to bother, and we're gonna find a way out on our own.
All right then.
Agreed.
Who else? Fine, I'll just cast another sending. It's like
Okay.
I hate that I'm gonna have only one spell, like third level spell slot left. Then
Could have just told them on the first one.
Ah!
Just saying.
It's all right. Who do you send it to, and what do you tell them?
All right. I'm gonna send to my siblings again. Going. You know what? We're gonna try to find our way out. Then we can't. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Wish us luck.
Son, what do you mean by you're going to find your way out? How is that possible? I thought you guys were trapped, and it cuts off.
Yeah. I was like, let's go.
Just run. All right, cool. As you guys make your way back over, go ahead and roll me perception checks real quick.
Yeah.
And actually, no, you've been very aggressively not wanting to. So never mind. No one has advantage. We keep going.
22.
22.
5. Total.
Fine. Okay.
10.
That's normal.
Okay. And Tuna's is a 13. Alrighty. So with your 22, you are after Tuna had kind of showed you. You see the Scrabble marks of what looks like to be claws of Tem size, and as well as you see little pickets, pickatinnies, punched into the wall.
Pythons.
Thank you, Pythons. Going down.
Python. It's a metal rod used for rock climbing.
Yeah.
And used to hold tents in place.
Is it? It's a what is it called?
Pitten. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. That sounds right.
Pitten. All right, but yes.
Yeah, they're used for rock climbing. They're a pipe with a loop on it.
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
Essentially those. But you see a line of them going down to the bottom of the chasm.
Sounds like seems like there's like a whole life and colony down there then, huh?
Indeed.
And he's like, well, it looks like we just have no choice but to go down.
Shall we be quick about it, or shall we climb down?
Was it? I mean, I have Featherfall. I could just cast Featherfall.
I'm fine with that. I don't have to try and balance my wings as we go down.
Exactly, I can cast Featherfall to everybody who can. Oh yeah.
Agreed.
It's like.
Cool.
Yeah. So Tuna, Tem, that's like Mo and me. Good.
Perfect. Everyone jumps out into free air. Sun casts Featherfall, and you all start to fall lightly and quickly.
Tem will step over the edge cautiously.
Most of you doing like one of those cartoon ones, like when they're falling, just cross their arms and legs, and just like.
You see Tuna just full on like skydiving. Like, let's go.
It's like, don't go head first, please. Do not go head first.
You don't need to tell me. I know how to fly.
I'm talking to Tuna.
Tuna is intrigued by the sensation as he slowly floats down. How long does it last? Remind me, it's a minute, right?
No, it's really more than that.
Casting time, 1 action.
Mm-hmm. What is the duration?
It says casting time. Yeah, duration
Dura-
1 round.
1 round. So 6
Duration
sec-
should be until you hit the ground. Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
I thought it would only last for a minute.
I'll just
Wait,
double
no,
check.
that's sending. Never mind. I don't know why it didn't like let me
Yeah.
see it. Featherfall. Duration 1 minute. Yep.
Okay, so then as the 1 minute goes down, you start to feel
600 feet that you could fall with it
oh, so your guys are fine then. Yeah, it's not as
because
deep.
it's
So then never mind, we're good.
60 feet per round, I believe, is the feather fall speed, and then it lasts 1 minute, which would be times 10, so 600 feet.
Okay, so then yeah, you're fine. You're still within its time frame. As you slowly start to descend down, you see deeper and deeper, and you see more of these little railings, still like pivoted in, and eventually, you come to here. Boop. And you may drop down your tokens. Oh, did the music stop? It probably stopped.
It
Yeah.
did, yes.
It's okay.
Goddamn.
I felt it fit the mood with the silence.
Kind of does. Cool. As you guys come down, you see a couple of small kobolds, about the size of Tem. They seem to be guarding, in a way, this area. You see that a lot. It's not here on the map, but you see that some of the water that had pooled had been like they had like dug a like canal for it and have like roped it off essentially with stones.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. You won D&D.
wait, are we the only two that's not frozen?
Yeah.
No?
Alex was, yeah.
Was I frozen?
Just apparatus. Yeah.
Am I back?
Yeah. I
Yep.
thought when we came down in
Oh shit.
silence. You were moving, but there was silence. And then
Okay.
you stopped moving. I'm like, okay.
All right.
And then you were like, we want D&D!
Oh my god. All right. Well, okay. We're good. So, you guys fall down and you find here that there is a set of kobolds, sort of guarding this cave-in. Essentially, you do see the body of this boyo. Oh no. There you are. Little Lich Dragon. He's like sort of like sitting upon a bunch of rocks in the rubble.
Excellent. Immediately, Mo is going to go and start finding something worthy of a trophy for all the hassle it brought her.
Cool. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Yes!
Oh god. As you kind of look, you reach for his body, but then you reach to like the shadowy portion of his body, so your hand goes through and like you hit yourself, like you scratch your knuckles against the stone.
Huh.
Make the skull.
10 to 13 for investigation.
So I'm just gonna go up to the this guy here, Pimus.
There's a guy there?
Do you not see them?
I don't see anyone but us.
Hold on, let me.
So I was just gonna look at them and be like,
Okay, I see him now.
So I have to move. So then that's weird. Because Son, you saw them, right?
yeah, I see everybody.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is weird. All right, but yeah,
I see two kobolds now on Paris.
there's a
Primus?
there's a ton more.
Pims.
Penis.
Penis.
Pimsy.
That's an unfortunate name.
They do.
So, as you guys, okay, so cool, there's a couple of things. All right, so as you guys feather fall in, you
I
find that the
don't
Lich
think
Dragon
penis should be around minors.
is there, and then you also see you see that the water has been corralled off. You see that there's 3 kobolds there, 2 of them with like mining picks at the ready, and you see a little, very cowardly and tiny kobold, a bit even smaller than the Tem, only about 2 feet.
Him is actually tall for a kobold.
Mm-hmm. So this one is like very small comparatively. Pimus kind of looks as you guys like they weren't even looking at you, they were looking away from you, like towards like deeper into the cave system. And then as you basically like silently float in, they it is awful for them. Hold on, why is this doing this? There we go. Okay, cool. As you walk in, they are not aware of you at all, and then suddenly rustling, they turn, and suddenly you are in front of them, this very tall hulking creature to them, and you hear just Pimus starts to cower, grovel, and beg at your feet, and the other two throw their axes down and like fucking start begging for their lives.
Tem will greet them in Kobold, or just Draconic actually, and just be like, easy, we're not hostile.
You hear, oh, the gods above, they hate us all. Kill us now and make it swift. Do not let us fester any longer than we are. We are not worthy for you to be here. Tem, go ahead and make me a persuasion check. A perception check at advantage.
Which perception and then persuasion?
Perception.
Perception at advantage.
Yes. I mixed up my words there.
So 19, and then her D4.
You see, as they're groveling, they are pulling out.
That is a 23 total.
The 22 was still good. As you see them pulling small daggers out from under like the soles, like not the soles of their feet, but like kind of like around their ankles, and you see like very tiny little like it almost looks like another like claw, like them
Sign
like
back up!
pulling out
Now.
Oh, okay. So I was like, oh god.
They look and they hear you speak Draconic to them, and
then yell and comment at Sun.
As you see them like prepping, they're like, this is like normal for them, and then they stop and they look and they speak to you in Draconic. You with them?
Yes. She'll just kind of sheepishly wave, tail tucked between her legs.
Why are you with these things? You see Tuna waves.
Tem has been traveling with them for many cycles? She's not sure what word they'd use for time, so she's taking a guess.
Rotations, and they kind of look at each other. They rotations of the flickering light.
Yes.
You now, all of you, as Mo, you're like pulling out like stuff from them. You basically get a portion of the spinal cord, the spine of a dragon. This thing is fucking heavy though. This is about another 50 pounds worth of bones essentially, and you're able to pull that off of him. As all this is going on around you.
She's not threatened at all.
Yeah, because no one else is like doing this, and you have an abundant of time to actually like take your time to look. I will say that you do find the thing. You find a very
A MacGuffin.
A MacGuffin. You find a black crystal. It is it looks like a piece of obsidian, from what you've understand of mining and other things of that nature. As you pull it out,
rock and bag.
you drop it into the bag. You kind of feel a little bit of a twinge to it, but I assume you just you pick it up, toss it in, and it's barely a feeling. But
okay, how big is it so I can make a note?
This is about the size of this guy.
Okay.
So I would say about the size of my hand.
About 5 inches.
Yeah.
I don't know how big your hand is. I know mine's 6 from here to here.
What is that?
So
Average is about 5. That's what I'm saying. About 5.
Whatever a chapstick stick. I mean, there's got to be something here then. That's same.
baseball size.
Yeah, about baseball. Yeah, about
Okay.
baseball. It's just thin,
Black-
but it's a baseball size.
That big?
You basically.
Cell phone.
Yeah, cell phone. Yeah. Well, let's go with cell phone.
I
Right, the black. Yeah, right. Not black.
No, yeah, it's like a black gem. It looks like
Okay.
obsidian, but it definitely has more of a crystalline structure than an obsidian stone.
Then
Cool. Oh, and your death charges came back as well after the long rest.
that's
And Pemis will look to you. What you called? What you called?
M is M?
Pemis is Pemis, and he will hold out. He will hold out a claw, like this.
She doesn't know what to do here, so she'll just kind of reach out and shake his claw.
As you shake his claw, he looks at you weird, and he's like, "Do you not know greeting of the minds?" And he will pull his hand out, and he'll kind of swipe at your hand.
Just scratch her head. No.
Weird one. And she'll look to the other thing. Are you hostile? And you see the fake claw that he pulls out, he kind of sets it up at the ready.
Like to us, or?
Yeah, to you guys. But he's talking to Tem.
I mean, Sun's just holds out just kind of holds out his.
And this is all Draconic also, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
But he was. I'm guessing he's just leaning from dangerous. He's
essentially, yeah, you could tell. Yeah, you could
yeah,
tell.
I'm
the
just
threat.
Mo's not even paying attention.
We're
Oh,
just
was it?
looking
Yeah.
for
and just
a way.
holds out his arm, just nothing. No weapon.
Okay. Tem.
We're just looking for a way up to
Surface.
surface.
To the outside, open realm. Why would Cobalt want to go out there?
Tem is helping guide them to surface.
They kind of look at each other with it's why would it what kind of job is that? Why not live in mine? Live nest with others.
They don't want to live in mine.
They jerk back.
They're from surface. They seek way out.
Are they like short men?
Tem knows not what you mean.
Short men, long beard, guardians of the dragon.
Not quite. Less about dwarves. They live. I have no idea how to describe.
I mean, you've got a bird, a cat, and a metal golem.
A robot. Yay. Tuna continues to wave. He does not speak Draconic, so he is not very helpful for this. Strange. We will take you. Our dragon will know. Dendrick will know, and he will.
Tem will her eyes will just kind of light up a sound of dragon, and she'll just rummage through her pack and just pull out the golden drop and just set it in front of herself. Dragon.
You hear a hiss of excitement as all of them smell the blood of dragon, and they look to you. You are a champion of dragon?
Kinda. Tem healed it. It went about its way.
Then you are blessed by the dragon. Then Dendrick will know what to do with you. You are a hero if you have saved a dragon. And they will put away their weapons, and they will kind of look at you with a little bit of awe in them as they all kind of gather around you. And again, you see these guys are much smaller than Tem. These are about half or even more so than Tem's size. Their equipment is minuscule compared to your guys' equipment. The tunnel system that you see behind you is about it's just breaching at 6 feet. It's a little under. So Sun and Mo, you guys know you're gonna have to be slouching, and I think
No, Mo's gonna take her head and do this. She's got neck. Her head will not fit on her shoulder the first time ever.
So yeah, Sun's just kind of yeah, he's squatting.
all right, cool.
A lot, because about a foot and a half, Mo's height is just her neck.
Have you guys seen like that TikTok of that guy where like what is it, like he can just be on like he squats and he just kind of like twinkle toes his way like around.
No, I
Yeah,
have not
that's
seen
what
this.
Sun can do.
Okay. All
Yep.
right. They will kind of look to you. You are guardian of dragon. You are champion of dragon. Dendrick will know. Follow, follow. And they start to like skitter their like like sort of like a pattern through the tunnel system behind you.
Tem will put it back in her bag and just follow the rest of them. They want us to meet their dragon? Tem don't
What?
think real dragon.
Oh,
Tem think title?
okay.
And then she's just gonna
Go
follow.
back to digging through the bones again.
You pull out a black cloak as well.
Ooh,
Nice.
I like this.
Don't fall behind.
Little
be-
tattered, but okay. But it's okay.
Alright, I'm gonna put the
Easy.
black cloak in my
Alright, good job.
inventory.
Tuna will follow.
And manage inventory. Black cloak.
Wait, we all have to wear black cloaks.
No, there is a black cloak
Hmm.
that she pulled out. I don't know
Also-
if you guys want
Oh.
to wear it.
Anything else?
That's it.
Also, Tem is.
I'm gonna keep-
Tem?
I said while they're moving through the cave, Tem is just going to be sniffing constantly, seeing if she can find anything familiar.
Roll me a perception check with advantage, as it's your smellings.
Don't know why I
Well-
keep forgetting to click add advantage. I'm just rolling twice. 24
Yesterday really screwed you up, hey?
plus the D4
For guidance.
is 28.
All right, with the 28, absolutely nothing is familiar here. You do
She's-
smell dwarves, since you have a fairly basic understanding of other creatures. You do smell that there are dwarves in this mine, and you smell like the sweat of creatures. You smell the chipping of gems and stones and of precious metals, and you smell water, like a sauna like water, like a mineral rich water. Further in, you smell the food, you smell meat, beefs, and even fresh vegetables. You smell the dung that is collected deep within the cave system, and you smell magic with that 28.
Okay. Well, not anything she was looking for. She was looking to see if any of them smelled like family. But yes.
None of that. Everyone is
Okay.
totally unrelated.
Okay.
As Tana looks ahead in the map.
No, I was looking at the video that Jules is like, this is what Sun is doing, and it's hilarious.
Yep.
Oh, let me look.
Anyways, no, I wasn't looking for the map. I was gonna say, though, as Mo is now done finding everything in there, I want to kick the pile of bones that's left. Like, fuck you, basically.
The cracked
She
and
leaves.
uninteresting bones scatter about even more so.
Mm.
Cool. Alrighty. They will lead you to the map. Alright, so then, okay. If everyone zooms out, do you see the people on the map? Does everyone see the
Yes,
people?
I do.
Yeah,
No.
see every.
What? Alright. Well, there's kobolds everywhere.
Hold on. I'll just exit and come back.
Guessing
Okay.
these guys don't speak common, do they?
No.
Hey, there we go.
As you walk around, oh, perfect. As you walk around, all you hear is Draconic. You hear the very loud squeaking sound that Tem makes, but in a Draconic language. Does anyone speak Draconic other than Tem?
Oh.
No,
Let's see. What kind of spells do I have?
yeah, but comprehend languages, I'm pretty sure.
You can
No.
comprehend languages if you would like, or it's not a comprehend. It's a, what is it? It's your special ability. You can speak to any creature, and they can understand you.
Oh, that thing.
I don't have
I forget what the ability is called.
Silver tongue or something like that? I'm not sure.
Something like that, yeah.
tongues. I have tongues. Yeah, the spell grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears.
Mm-hmm. So then, yeah,
So like they can understand, but can I understand then?
you wouldn't be able to because you don't have something that receives the information. You're able to give the information out.
Okay then. Um, what is it? It's like Sun goes to town. Like, can you ask if Pimus will stick by us and lead us around?
They're taking us to Dragon? All I know. But she will look over at Pimus and say, the tall cat. Oh, sorry, hold on. Do Tantum's voice here. I don't know why I started kipperling into this.
No worries.
The tall cat one wants to know if you'll be guiding us everywhere.
Pimus is not guide. Pimus is miner and watcher. But Pimus will take you to our home, where we call place of sleep and rest.
She'll just look back over her son. No.
Okay. Looks like we'll have to figure out, because like sounds like okay. Looks like I'll save my casting of tongues. It's like for someone who is willing to stay with us for just for here.
Alrighty. As you guys come out, make it your way through, you see dozens upon dozens of kobolds. They are literally cramped together. If I put all the tokens in, it would just be absolute chaos. But they are essentially everywhere. You see them running around of varying different shapes and sizes, of different colors of their scales. And a lot of them have different looks and almost like alternate breeds. Like, so some of them are more gecko-y, some have a bit more of a dragon akin, some of them are more of like pure lizard. And you see the versatility of here within this little colony. As you guys make your way through, you see a lot of the kobolds. They kind of look at you for like a moment, but they see that you are surrounded by these kobold guards slash miners, and they ignore you, and they'll even like push past between your legs. And in Tem's case, they will like almost like forcibly pass through you if they need to get through back into the mining system. As you like look down the few bits of mines that you walk by, you see they go on for miles, and you see many kobolds. Either like some of them are like seem to be running deeper and deeper into these mines. And as you come up, you hear like the crunch of like old scales on the floor, and of like them cracking and drying out. As you enter in, the mushrooms around here are the only things that are really giving out light, but it's just enough to where it's good for it's a perfect dim lighting, and just perfect for like, even if you didn't have dark vision right now, you would have enough of a light to see. And you enter in, and you see that there is a small fire crackling in the center, and they seem to be roasting very large full pigs, and they seem to be like roasting them just in a very like light way. And you see that like a shift of some of the workers seem to be like piling around by the food, getting their food in for the day. And you see the village. You see that one kind of runs up to you as Pimus leads you in, and why Pimus not at post? Pimus should be there. And as he kind of looks up at all these tall creatures in front of him, and Pimus replies, Pimus found them floating in. They were trying to enter in and be guided by this one. And she points to Tem.
Just kind of shyly wave again.
And he will like wave them off, and they will return back to their post. And you are in front of Vert. Hold on, let me get these guys out of the way. Back. Oh no, there you go. Cool. Alrighty. And Vert will kind of walk his way forward. Me, Vert. What you call you?
Tem.
What are you, guide? What is guide?
Tem show, and she'll kind of motion her hand towards the rest of the group. To surface. Tem show way. Tem seek find way.
And you are, and oh shit, sorry. Pimus would have told her, would have told Vert, that essentially just explained everything. You are Dragon Keeper. You are champion.
Yeah. Kinda, yeah.
If champion, then Dendrick will know. Dendrick will know what to do with you. Are you hungry?
She'll look to the rest of the group. They want no if food.
No,
Not
not food.
No. If you want food.
Morgan glance over at the pig. No.
You see the little.
Sounds kind of like, kind of, yeah.
Tem will point at Sun and go back to Vert. This one says wants food.
We have soup and beef. We have soup and pork.
Wait, is this in common or?
No,
No, it's all
that's
draconic. This is
fine.
all draconic. I'm sorry. They only know one thing. I'm sorry.
What have non-meat?
We have a carrots.
She'll look back over at Mo. They have carrots.
Alright. No.
Okay. And she'll look over at Sun. Apparently stew and pig.
It's like, yeah, I'll take it.
She'll look back over at Vert, point at Sun. This one wants the meat.
Good. We got fresh pig in. Dendrick was praised us for our work and due diligence, and he will lead you over to kind of like not really a seating area, but like what you can kind of see that there are a bunch of other kobolds that kind of like are sitting there with their pork and their stew, and they just kind of sit there out and sort of like pile around each other. They're not ones for like pure comfort like other races that you've seen. He will like get you guys a bowl and any food that you want, and then he kind of looks over at you. You stay here. Guards will watch you. Do not do anything funny while we wait for Dendrick to praise us with his presence.
What it sounds like. I keep hearing. Does he even hear the word Dendrick or what?
You hear Dendrick. Dendrick is probably the most common phrase out of that's spoken, and you just hear the word Dendrick.
So I keep hearing that one word Dendrick. I'm guessing that means something is special is going on. Huh?
It's name of one we're supposed to meet.
Huh. Okay.
And Dendrick the Crushin. That is his title. He is the green dragon known throughout all the lands. He has governed the dwarves that govern us.
Apparently it's a green dragon, and they want us to wait here with no funny business.
Okay, no funny business then.
If you wish,
Oh, they don't give us any.
if you wish, you may bathe.
Where?
He points over, and you smelled the water, but now that as you guys get closer, you see that there are this huge basin filled with mineral rich water, and you see two very large like mechanical structures that seem to be pouring the water out, and you hear like the light sucking as though like a pipe underneath is pulling the water in and is like vacuuming it out, so it's like in a constant rotation. And they're like two very like kind of like lanterns, but there's like a pipe system added to them. They are chained and bolted to the ceiling of this cave system, and it's the only part of it that's like taller than taller. It's actually like clocking in around like 11 feet tall, so this is huge for them.
Oh, Tem will start hopping from one foot to the other excitedly. Her eyes kind of glow at the starlight again temporarily and goes, "They have bath!" And she'll point over to the water.
No weapons in bath. Weapons leave here. And then he
Tem
will
will drop, Tem will drop all of her gear at Tuna's feet and just rush over naked towards the bath.
She's wandering around naked.
You see a bunch of them are naked. Honestly, you see that like they don't really believe in clothes. That as you kind of look around, you see that a lot of these wear clothes only as armament pieces or as like a practicality. Other than that, not very much so.
Oh,
It's like, okay, I'll catch up to you guys. I just gotta keep eating first because like he's
Tuna will
was
sit
it-
down and watch the things. He's the guy at the beach that sits and watches.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm that person.
Oh,
yeah.
sad.
Son just kind of like drops his like stuff off, and then also like after he's done eating, like Yeah, he just drops his stuff off, and then it's like just like in like his underclothes and whatnot, just like yeah.
Cool.
Oh, the last one was the Vito's movie.
Vert will like nod and like turn and leave, while some kobolds will like watch over Tuna as Tuna sits there. Tuna wishes he can submerge into water, but Tuna would probably die instantaneously.
Why?
Tuna is unsure.
What happened to your brains?
Oh,
Tuna shrugs. Alrighty.
Emma will run back over, grab something out of her pack, and then rush back over to Mo.
Alright. Oh my god.
Wait, what?
So as Tem gets there, she'll basically almost trip as she just gets in the water because she's not really paying attention, and just hand Mo a small ball of goo, essentially, twigs, and help you relax. She hands you her last bath ball.
It smells good.
No, put in water.
So it's kind of just like floating in the water, just going like, yeah, this is the life.
You see that a lot of kobolds sort of are like mimicking as what you do. They are floating around, and just like some of them are just you see that like as you enter in, there are small little like built-in stools of stone underneath that are like perfect places for you guys to sit along the edge line. And the deeper you go in, there is like the full like actual swimming area, and you do see that some
I'm
swim.
pretty sure their shallow section is like this.
Oh yeah, no, it's like minuscule compared to you guys. Like it's
good enough for Tem.
Yeah, it is perfect for
Yeah.
Tem, but like for you guys, in order for you to even get to like a floating section, you have to get like deep with it. Like you are like deep in the center.
There you go.
And like as you guys because this is like about 10-foot, like there's like a 10-foot clearance above you guys at the waterfront, and the water is like roughly around like an additional 10 feet deep at its deepest point. So you guys are basically there to enjoy yourselves. You see that there are other kobolds, many of different shapes, sizes, and scaling, but you see one kobold. He sits on one of the ledges that is built into the rock face above one of the mushroom just above him, giving off a very light glow, and he has no arm attached to his right arm is completely gone, and you see that it's like a stump of a stump. It has been like shriveled away at this point, and as he kind of like leans back and he like is sighing, and he's like seems to be in like a perfect calm, like I said, like after a long day's work.
After handing Mo her last bath bomb, Tem is going to start meticulously cleaning herself.
You see that
Everyone
there's
now looks like a wet dog.
you see like some of the feathers like kind of float away
Oh
a
no,
little bit.
she got rid of all of her once she was sitting, but now this is all her down feathers.
Mm.
It's that white fluffy stuff.
Yeah.
Well, when it gets wet, it's just
Oh.
wet cat, wet dog, just looking miserable.
with
Like,
now
she's like,
with now little suds. You do see that off into the side, Tem, that there are little like communal tools for cleaning scales and other things of that, and like brushes and other networks and it's like a pretty decent collection. That these are like
She may
high
not know what those
quality.
are though, because she's never actually been in a kobold tribe.
Yeah.
Anytime she's had to clean herself, she just had to use whatever she had.
All right. Well, as you do that, you do see some of the I don't know if Tem would look around, but if you do look around, you do see that many of them are using these little cupboards of like free to use tools that are everywhere. Up to you if you want to.
Let's see if
take
she
part in
can.
that.
Wait, are there any brushes? Because like some.
Oh
are just,
yeah,
like,
there are
squeeze that and
brushes.
just-
There's brushes, files. There are like even like toothbrushes. That
Sounds like
community
I was
toothbrushes.
like, okay, maybe not the community toothbrush, but he's
Well,
brushing. He's because like, and he starts like, was it? Because like cats like to groom each other, and he just like starts like, wasn't brushing. And he's like, do you want to help? Want me to do this? Because like, I don't think Mo would appreciate me brushing her.
Tem would be more focused on seeing if she could figure out how the tools work if she's seeing other kobolds use them.
Do you ask one of the kobolds? There are like couples.
She's
around
just
you.
gonna watch. So
Oh.
what would I have to roll to?
I would say
Yep.
that would be an intelligence base. Let's do insight.
feel like Sun would know how to use it. True.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Because, like,
Like
Cats do like the brushy.
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
going to be good.
You-
8.
you kind of get it. There, like you understand that this is somehow a tool, but it's just not clicking.
Okay,
But
so-
son, you can figure it out. You understand that this is sort of close to your tongue, and it's just a tool usage.
Tem
Yeah,
doesn't understand, so if you want help, go for it.
Yeah, he just starts like brushing her. Like, what was it? It's like on the back first.
While you guys do that, Mo's gonna take the rock necklace that she keeps with her, start scrubbing her face with it, particularly her beak.
You see that the grime and like the bits and dirt that come off of you guys, you see that eventually they sink down to the bottom, and you see like off in the corner that like one of the sides, it like goes away, keeping the water clean, and it kind of like it seems to be cycling through the large lanterns of water, keep pulling out fresh water, and you see that some of them even like sit underneath it for a little bit to like cleanse themselves off, and then no one is hogging it. Everyone seems to be in that mindset of that you have your time, you can enjoy your time, but like don't hog the things that have very limited space and use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sun's just like wasn't scrubbing away it's like Tem.
Hell yeah. Love to see
Yeah.
it.
Cool.
And the bath episode begins.
Yay!
Well, listen, it's a cat thing, you know?
Oh no, yeah, I totally get you.
we have two things here that groom a ton:
Mhm.
birds and cats.
Kobolds
Exactly.
do too.
Well,
Mhm.
Mo doesn't know that, but Mo knows that cats groom a lot, and Mo knows that they groom a lot. They just have particular setups for it, and this is not really one of them. But she doesn't care at this moment. She's just like, fucking want to get this disgusting shit off. So,
Yeah.
and sharpening that beak, man, just sharpening it right up.
As you hear like you see one of the kobolds pull out to like a little pan flute like thing, and they start playing music for themselves, and there you go, you get your spa music.
Woo!
Beach
Sounds like-
episode.
Underground beach.
Underground beach episode,
Yeah.
y'all. You see Tuna off to the side, and he's just relaxing, enjoying the atmosphere.
Yeah, so it wasn't
What kind
somebody
of brush do you have, Jules?
a brush.
What kind of brush is it?
I'd say
that
it's
you're
like those
using?
like stiffer ones. Like it's like soft bristled like toothbrushes and whatnot.
I'm assuming that either it'd be something that Sun had on him, or it's something that he pulled off of the cubbies. Yeah.
Was it? There's one he had, but also like a cubby. Yeah. It's like he always has like a little brush on him.
Oh, so yeah, there you go.
So like a little fun, essentially.
Yeah.
Well, Mo will take one of the what she thinks would be like a good brush for scales. She's gonna start brushing her own scales.
Yeah, you see them. They have like different grit, toughness to the bristles. Some of them are like very tough and almost close to almost like steel wool. Others not so much. And
No, probably going to the softer ones. Like, it's still, yeah, my scales aren't that tough. She's gonna take the other one and start scrubbing her scales.
you see that some of the kobolds kind of give you a bit of a wide berth, but as you guys are like cleaning yourselves and actually like taking the time to do that, you see that some of them start to like kind of cozy up to you, and they'll start to like ask questions. They'll be like, we never get travelers out here very far. Are you where are you heading to?
Out.
No, they don't speak common!
Oh,
Right,
Tem's
it's all
gonna
draconic.
translate!
It's all draconic.
I keep forgetting.
I'll argue that Tem, like, for ease of purpose, that Tem can translate if Tem is down to translate.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool.
But no, I think it's funny because Sun's usually the talker, but Sun can't talk here. Restricted.
But yeah, they ask the questions. Tem's translate. You may answer as you please. It's all good. Where are you traveling to? Where is the guiding to?
Mars immediately. And Tim's just gonna kind of point up. Just gonna go surface.
Open sky, the dragon's land. And
Yes.
they kind of look to you, and you are the keeper of of a dragon. You are a champion.
Kind of. Yes.
And they kind of like, a lot of the younger ones kind of like swim, like are floating around you, and like with pure interest and awe, and like the very high squeak that I can't do voices will be like, did you help the dragon? Did you save it? Did you and they just like,
Helped it, yes. Not sure if saved it, but definitely helped and healed. Yes. Yes.
you are a healer, you do magic, and they're like, do something now, make something happen, blow that thing up, and they like start like asking all these like random magical
What does
requests.
Tem actually have for cantrips at the
Bonfire.
moment? I know she's got that one.
They're like, blow that thing up. It's like, make this levitate. Turn me purple. And like one of them gets like really aggressively in front of you.
she'll just cast to gust
Okay.
and make a ripple of waves that goes out
And they like,
towards Mo, and then on the rocks she'll just quickly summon a campfire and then dissipate it, because there's be no point in having it there. But just 2 examples of magic.
they'll like ooh and ah, and then the one that wants to be turned purple is very aggressively still asking that request.
Tem, that's not something Tem can do.
It will like sink down, and you see like little like up like the bubbles above
Ear.
its nose, and it'll be like, as it will
Aw.
like float away.
Aww.
But yeah, you are bombarded with questions, comments, and sometimes concerns. Like as they kind of like ask what you guys do and what are you guys like, where are you guys from, and this is completely new. And eventually, you see that the very large, much larger, closer to Tem's size kobold across the way with no arm, he kind of does a hiss.
Entire freaking cheese.
Yeah,
Nice.
I have crackers. I have crackers too.
Nice.
You're just gonna eat the entire freaking cheese.
You just see.
Hey, I've done that.
I would do that honestly with Gouda. Oh god, I would just devour entire.
And with
bunch of
Brie
Gouda.
too. Don't worry.
Ooh, Brie's great.
Brie is good.
Good. I'm gonna throw that into my enchilada. Sure. You see that the one across the way kind of hisses, and a lot of the kobolds kind of like look, and they'll kind of like make their excuses, and they'll kind of float away from you guys. Steele believes that in the baths there should not be so much talking. It's time to relax and to clean.
And we'll just kind of look embarrassed, and then just kind of shuffle to the other side of Sun. I can't get to where I want to be. Oh well, I'll just do that then.
We know.
And just kind of move to the other side of Sun.
What did he say?
Too noisy.
He's like, whatever. Just keep going on. It's like bath times are usually supposed to be, I don't know, fun
Social?
times.
They prefer quiet baths.
You see that like other kobolds are talking and having a fun time, and like he's just the one that seems to be doing the silent guy thing.
And like, sounds like, I mean, the other one seems to be talking. It's only him.
Not sure. She'll just kind of move to near the bank and attempt to trance with no luck. But she's just gonna try to do that next little bit.
Mo's done. She's gonna stand up on the ledge and just start shaking herself off. You know, like birds of the bird bath.
Mm-hmm.
But
Don't
it
look
kind of
like
like just kind of sends a glare to like a Steel, going like, okay, whatever.
Steele's
it's
eyes
like-
are closed and kind of like leaned back. He does not seem to have a care in the world.
Let's see what I can use with prestidigitation.
Okay.
I have
You
prestidigitation.
could have turned that kobold purple with prestidigitation.
To be fair, you probably didn't hear that request. Well, actually,
Yeah.
he would have repeated it constantly. So
Yeah,
Hmm.
but it would have been temporary. But you could have changed the color of things.
What is it? I'm gonna turn. What is it? It's like
You guys
I
turn
just got
steel
out of the little
purple?
flower at the end of his arm, just like as a little illusion, like his little stump.
Okay. At the end of his little stump, a little flower
Yeah.
appears. Oh, which kind of flower and what's the color?
It's like a little daisy.
Aw, cute. All right. A little daisy. Any particular color or just like a white daisy?
What?
White. Cool. You see that it starts to sprout. He doesn't notice it for a while as his eyes are closed and he doesn't feel it. And as you kind of cast the spell, you see that some people kind of look to you a little bit of awe as like there's a little bit of like that little like of magic.
Sparkles,
Yeah.
pixie dust.
Little pixie duck sparkles, whatever, or musical notes as you're a bard. I don't know, whatever you like to take your magic to take form appears out, and a lot of them kind of look at you in awe, and you see that some of the younger kobolds are starting to like giggle and laugh as a little flower appears upon his stump.
Him being unable to trance, she'll find something to occupy her mind. She'll stop one of the nearby kobolds nearby and ask them a question.
Yes, yes.
Is there an Erd here?
What is Erd?
I believe that's the proper term for it. It's a winged kobold.
Actually, hold on. Let me double check because I think no, he's not winged. No, Ern. We are not blessed to have earned.
Erd, U-R-D, I think.
Earned. We are not blessed to have earned. We have Dendrick. Dendrick is our earned. Dendrick
Is
leads
actual
us.
dragon or just title?
He is dragon. Green, long and strong. Dendrick, the Crushin. The dwarfs guide him to us, and he governs them with the ruling talon. We help him gather his mind. We help him gather his gems and other things.
Thank you. Very helpful for Tim.
Then we'll kind of nod at you and go back to its cleaning.
You want to go and
And then
clean up a
Calvin-
little bit there, Tuna?
Tuna,
You don't have to soak if you're worried, but like, you can clean your arms, baby. I don't know.
Tuna does not feel the need to clean. Tuna only needs to be functional. And Tuna went through his healing preparations and his repairs.
Tim will just come back to the group fucking very concerned, and then in common, say to all of them, so bad news. Apparently this Dendrick is actual dragon, is title of the Crusher, and is Crushin, and is green dragon that likes to rule with talons.
Oh.
Not like your usual dragon.
Uh-huh.
From current lore, some dragons
Is
tend to not make themselves so publicly
chromatic.
known.
Is chromatic dragon, not metallic, not like one Temelt. Metallic, much less. Sorry, chromatic, much less friendly than metallic.
I thought all dragons were unfriendly. Mo's
No.
only heard stories. She's never actually interacted one, so to her, they're all nasty. They're all dangerous.
Metallic, based off of precious metals, are more often helpful to intelligent races. Chromatic, based off of colors, are more often hostile to other species. Any
Wonderful.
species.
So, do we have to appease this dragon or something like that?
May have to give up quite a bit to get out alive, or get way out without being into servitude from Tem's knowledge. Could be very bad.
Well, I hope it likes shiny things. That's about all I got.
Most dragons do, yes. Prefer
Cool.
gems and currency and value.
Well, I got a gem off the dead dragon that we fought earlier. So, we can give it that if it need be.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check real quick, guys.
Sure. $16!
Nice. Yep.
I'm not going to roll guidance on this because this is something that you're asking for, not that Tem was constantly
No, yeah,
actively doing.
this is just out of the corner of your guys' eye. So yeah, this was
Yeah,
the
so if
only
it's something
one.
that Tem is actively doing, I'll roll guidance. But if it's something you've asked us to do, I won't do so because Tem's not anticipating it.
Was
Yeah.
that 22 for this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh shit. So yeah, you guys saw it. If you want to roll it too, son, you're more than welcome to. But as you kind of out of the corner of your eye, you see that Steel, the kobold that had interrupted you, he finally awakens and he sees the flower, and he kind of like swats at it, and eventually the power will dissipate. As he gets out, he starts to grab some of his equipment, and you see it like off to the side, and you see that a metal arm that is so reminiscent to Tuna's is placed on his he places it on his shoulder. He kind of locks it into place, and you see that like a little like a not a Picatinny. Why do I keep wanting to say Picatinny? A nail essentially ejects itself in, and then his arm moves. Thank you. And he like straps it in with like a leather holster, and his arm is like back to working order, and he leaves and he walks out from the baths, go get some food. And he's about the size, he kind of like gives you like a wide berth as well. He's about Tem's size. He's probably is their alpha, if anything. And he is much larger than most of them. He has the most scars. He looks to be the most battle worn, and his arm is mechanical, and it looks very familiar to the perfectionist as a design pattern.
Nah, that wouldn't be something Tem would recognize. But
Tem, you just see that this
arm.
looks a lot like Tuna's arm. Like,
she would have pointed it out, saying, "Hey, that looks like Tuna's arm." But also seeing Steel get geared up again, Tem's going to remember that she is still currently not geared up, and start putting her gear back on.
Wait, so Sun heard like, oh, was it Tuna's arms? Like, should we be concerned about this?
I think we should just keep an eye out, but not react too much to it.
Tuna kind of looks at his arm and looks at the arm over there. It is almost identical.
Well, I hope we don't run into them again.
Yeah.
Who's them?
The ones that want to take Tuna apart.
Tuna was created by a group called Perfectionists.
Let's just not be too
They're
loud
assholes.
about
They're assholes, and they want to take them apart. So,
that.
I will take them apart if I see them again.
Taking apart organic, fleshy things, not like Tuna, could be very messy.
That's the point.
She'll just
Yeah.
poke at Tuna.
That's the point.
You
It
see
wasn't easy to get him back together.
But we just had Bath.
No, we're not taking
No,
it apart now.
When we got in a bad situation and they were wanting to take him apart, they had almost succeeded, and we had to put him back together to get the heck out.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
No!
It was very stressful for Tuna, and Tuna doesn't feel stress very often.
It was very stressful for everybody, so we're not doing it again.
Yeah, that wasn't funny. Like, I don't want to do
You had fun! Pork King.
It was all.
That is true.
No, that was with Bahaku. Never mind. I was thinking about Bahaku.
You feel like Bahaku sneezes as you talk about him.
And his lizard dragon thing, but not lizard dragon thing.
You see Drag eats like eats a cockroach.
Yeah, so Sun's just gonna it's like he's like just back into his like stuff.
Mm-hmm.
While soaking wet, that's great.
Oh no, he was already
There
dry.
are no towels, as you can see. You see that a lot of them kind of like air dry, like the.
Yeah, that's why most it's like, preoccupied, they're just like ruffling her feathers. Even though technically her tail feathers and her wings aren't wet. The rest of her is. Because
Em doesn't care. She put it on. They're all wet.
oils.
Okay,
Well,
fine.
Mo doesn't care about being wet either, really, but she's not gonna just soak her stuff and have
And
to get
prestidigitation do like drying or no?
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
prestidigitation.
I need to stop
Oh,
answering
wait,
to
wait.
the DM.
Yeah.
But you do answer, but it helps me not have to like focus on the story bits instead of the mechanics bits. But yes, the prestidigitation does a lot by itself. That and thaumaturgy do a lot of things. Just those two, they're really good party trick.
Mm.
And very good.
Speaking
for,
of which,
lower stuff.
Tem will walk over to Sun. You're a cat, right?
Yes, tabaxi. Yeah.
So why like bath? It's very wet.
What is it? Sounds like I have short fur. I get dirty very easily. What is it?
Don't-
It feels very nice.
Don't cats bathe with tongue, not water? Hate wet?
What is it? Not. It's like, what is it? No, not really. With us, tabaxis, cats are different. Us tabaxis, we gotta look graceful. And also, like, it's just easier to just put ourselves in water than just, licking ourselves. Can't really reach the back, like, in this form.
You can
This
change
form?
forms?
Was it,
I guess.
there's...
And then Tem will turn into a cat.
Oh my god.
it's
you
like,
still
no,
do
I mean,
have
like,
it.
I can't transform, but, like, like, when we're more, humanoid, we can't really do anything, so... It's like, we can't do a lot of fancy schmancy stuff, so...
I
like,
can scratch my back with my beak.
It's like, that's because you have a long neck. I don't.
Exactly.
Well, as a
Weird
cat,
species.
Tem will just walk up to Sun's legs and just kind of sit down and look up at him.
And then so just picks up Cat Tem and starts licking her head.
She'll raise her front paws in defense and try and bat you away.
The cat, like his head.
It was like like a little ice cream cone.
She'll unsuccessfully defend herself because Sun is a lot larger and she's
Exactly.
got tiny little paws.
Mo's just watching and laughing.
You feel like Tuna's recording all of this information.
Good thing he doesn't have a mouth.
No. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Out of the corner of your guys' eye, you see that there is a kobold that almost looks 1-to-1 to Tem, but just of a green scale.
It's like, and then Sun just like stops, like, oh my god, is that your sibling?
And no, it does not smell like you, Tem.
So Tem will just shake her head no, because she's a cat and can no longer speak.
It's like, and then Sun just drops her. It's like, go back to your original form.
Dex save to see if Tem lands on her feet. You just
I
suddenly
think you have
drop.
yeah, I'm gonna argue that you're using cat stats, and cat stats, and I think cats have a +5.
I've never looked at cat stats because I never planned on using wild shape this way. I thought it would just be funny.
I'm
at this
fairly.
point.
Yeah.
I'm saying that you probably succeed. It's very
Okay.
hard to.
Cats land on their feet, man.
Yeah, they always land on their feet.
Reflex.
Did you guys have you guys ever watched that? Like, this is totally side note, but have you ever watched those videos of like how squirrels and cats can land on their feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so fucking crazy.
Yeah, they find the ground first with their eyes, and then they use their tail to create rotational force so they're facing the right way up. Then they stop doing that and spread out to slow down the rotational force, and then they just land and absorb impact and keep going.
That shit's so dope. Anyway,
It is, yeah.
Continue.
But Tem will move over to the other side of Sun after being dropped and just watch this other kobold.
You see that the kobold grabs like a hunk of the pork, and it dunks it essentially into the soup, and it's just like devour very quickly, and then like cleans it, hands off, and then starts to walk like into the mine with one of the other minor kobolds following it.
Come on, move over. There you go. Right there.
As you kind
Just
of
gonna
see it,
stare off.
it
Just
looks
gonna stare off in the direction that that kobold went.
it'll kind of like take a sniff of the air. It'll kind of look back, and you kind of see it looks into your general direction, and then it will make its way forward. One of the miners following it.
Hmm.
And we'll walk back over to Sun and climb/jump up onto his shoulder, and then just use her nose to point in the direction that the other kobold went. And then look back at Sun and just kind of tilt her head in a questioning manner.
Follow that guy.
We're gonna stay here
Okay,
and not
okay.
cause problems.
We'll follow them.
No,
Alright.
she shakes her head no, but she
Cat pause to stop. Stop.
yeah. So you'd probably so
Do we
before
follow or no?
before Tem
No!
turns back into herself and kind of crushes you underneath her weight.
Well, Tam herself doesn't weigh that much.
No, but she's got all of her gear now because she got dressed back up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he just
I
kind of
gotta
like
look
he
at
just
the
kind of
plan.
folds in half, just like.
She just kind of get back off of you. Oops, forgot. 10 gears heavy. It was very strange. Never seen 10 before.
Yeah. Should we follow them or no?
That wasn't your doing?
I mean, I thought you wanted to.
I thought you made the illusion.
No. I'm not that talented with illusion magic. I can only make little sparks, and he just like throws out little sparks of like just like random colors. It's like, yeah, confetti. They're great. They're great for like my barb tails.
Well, Tem will immediately go over here then. Try to find the nearest kobold.
There is Steel, who is of the NPC, like the higher ranking ones. And then there are the regulars. You see kind of
Oh.
Steel seems to be like,
Well, Steel would be the closest one then, yeah?
cool, yeah.
So she'll just walk over over to Steel and walk up to him and say, "I'm Sir Green Tem."
Steel knows of Green Tem, that her name is Rem. Or his name is Rem, my apologies.
I've never seen something like that before. Kobolds generally very different.
We are a collection, as far as I understand it. Dendrick had explained it to me that we are eggs from other nests that have been collected, that he has saved and brought together. I think Rem was from a tribe out in the desert. I was the last of the true clan here. He kind of like points out like Wiz over there, I think came from far lands beyond the plains. Mink was from a different mountain, and he kind of points to the other one, and you see like you're now noticing really like some of them are very draconic, some are very rat-like, some are very like gecko. No, almost like maybe at 5 at most, probably match like scale and
Collectively?
collection wise. Yep. But everyone else, but majority, there is probably a very even divide of like no one is purely of one clan, and you can see there's a lot of crossbreeding with some of them have a bit of like sort of like a very radish like snout, or but like more of a draconic scaling. Others have like very draconic eyes, while they have more of a gecko like wide like frame, and that this is a very much like a mutt like collection mosh posh.
What Rem duty?
What Rem do here? He is our sorcerer. He heals. He teaches. He learns from Dendrick, and he teaches us his wisdoms. Steel is warrior. Steel fights for whatever cause that Dendrick needs. Rem and Steel go up, are the only ones allowed outside. We fight and we help when Dendrick needs help.
Is he
If
cutting off?
possible, Tem would like to talk to Rem.
Of course, he's probably doing his rounds of healing. There are sometimes accidents. and we must make sure that they are all workers are ready to mine into flying gems and precious metals.
Can we follow, find out, and speak?
Hmm. I will guide you. He kind of nods and he puts down like his like second helping of like soup, and he'll gesture with his metal arm for you to follow.
We'll just quickly turn around to the rest of the group. We can go find Tem's lookalike, apparently called Rem. You want to tell her or stay?
Tuna will follow. Tuna is fascinated.
Yeah, sounds
She's the one we left
fascinating.
behind, so she's gonna join. She doesn't really care, but she's like, alright.
All right, I'll go ahead. I'll just take you all together then.
Okay.
As you guys make your way around, you step through the scales and you see that Rem disappeared from me. Why did Rem disappear? Hold on. Oh, did Rem get... Oh, Rem was still selected, huh?
Over here.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, they were selected, so they got pushed to the edge of the map. Here you go. So, Rem would be here. Okay. There. Cool. Alrighty. As you guys turn around through the corner, this is like a little deeper further in the mine. It's like a good like 5-minute walk or so. As you guys enter in, you find you have to at some points everyone else apart from Tem has to like basically like be almost on like crouching squatting position in order to like wiggle their way through some of the areas, while others are like much bigger and a bit closer to like a 6 foot height. It is very rough. It's a little rough going, and you see that that Steel and Tem are like making their way without any issues. And eventually, you find one of the mine paths where you see that you see one of the kobolds' like arms seems to be broken, and he seems to be administering like like healing magic, as he's trying to like reset the bone and for him to be able to continue his job. And Still will come up and Rem, this one wants to speak with you, Tem, and he will kind of nod and make his way forward, kind of give you guys a moment. You see that you hear like the picking in the mine, and Tuna and the rest of you guys are like cramped. Like this is very uncomfortable and it's very hot.
This is where you see, this is basically what Mo is doing. Long neck, legs, feet, just forwards.
Like, well, the sun's doing that. Like, well, I just sent that video in chat.
Yeah, I saw. I watched it.
It's just an image for me. I can't watch it.
I had to click on
open it in a new
I went
tab.
on the link, but I see it. It makes sense.
I'll just watch it later then.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see that Rem eventually like finishes healings up and then like wraps up the arm and then wipes his hands and he looks over to Tem. Rem is ready to speak.
You look like Tem, and she'll kind of walk over and give him a sniff.
You look like Rem, and he sniffs you as well. Where are you? You are the traveler, the champion of the dragon.
Kind of, yes. Was told you're sorcerer?
Yes, and he does prestidigitation and he starts to sparkle like things. I am direct disciple to Dendrick. Dendrick is the one who teaches me and shows me magic.
That one, she'll point over to Steel, said you came from desert?
Yes. Saved colony dying, and Dendrick took pity on me and saved my egg before I had to experience the harshness of life in the desert, and brought me here, and knew that I was special, knew that I was needed, and now I can do magic. And he pulls out one of his scrolls, and I take these magics, and I am the only one to use them. They will only work for me.
Tem was also born in desert.
You seem like desert, like, and kind of looks at you. If we are of same, maybe we were of same clan. Was it gone? Did the clan not survive, as
Tem
Dendrick
doesn't
predicted?
know. Never met her clan.
Then I'm sorry that Dendrick couldn't find you before you had to suffer.
I'm curious how your magic work. Tem know magic, but is not sorcerer. And magic gift.
My magic is from these scrolls. Only I can access these scrolls. And he kind of shows you like a small abundancy of like different scrolls. Go ahead and everyone make me an insight check.
Everyone?
If you're listening in or watching, or if you would like to.
I want to see. I'm a nosy bitch.
Yeah.
Mo doesn't really care.
That's
I
fine.
got a 1. I got a 1.
With a 1, like you for a moment you're like, huh, magic, scrolls. That's cool. Someone talked about that once, like forever ago, but Tam, you have
Wow.
I have a very, very faint understanding of this. You know that some people can impart magic onto scrolls and to sell them for profit, or for even for like additional uses outside. It takes a lot of money and material to make it happen because it's very expensive to make the parchment to contain this sort of power. It's almost like
So kind of like our bubbles.
sort of like your bubbles. You know, it's very hard and it's very, very time consuming and very expensive to do. But somehow Rem has a fair amount of them, about 10 or so scrolls. You see that a lot of them seem to be in that color of green, matching supposedly this dendric. And only I can access them. These are my healing scrolls, and you see that runic outlining in Draconic essentially just notifies it that this is a healing spell, and that it's essentially out of character. It's a 3rd level cure wounds.
If Dendrick teach Rem magic, then not bad dragon?
No. And he kind of like rolls it up and puts it away. Dendrick, good dragon. Dendrick keeps us safe. Dendrick rules the dwarves above, and those dwarves will take what we give and give it to Dendrick. If Dendrick not there, then dwarves would take over and take advantage of us. Dendrick keeps the peace.
Tem's group have meet Dendrick.
Yes. I am to meet Dendrick later today. He is to come, and I am to show you champion of dragon.
Should the group be cautious, careful, anything not do?
Don't cause trouble, and trouble does not come. But I don't believe that if you are truly a champion of the dragon, and he kind of looks back to the little blood of dragon blood that you have, like kind of like looks in that direction because you can smell it. If you are what you say, then there is nothing to fear. If anything, you are just as important as Rem.
Was nice meeting you, Rem. Was very surprised to see.
It was nice. It was nice to see you too, Tem. I hope that our clan did survive, even though Dendrick said that they would not. It's glad that at least something was able to come out. And she will like that. He will back, and he will nod and walk away, and then continue with his duties. He will kind of walk his way back. So, Anything? Are you guys good, or do you still want to explore the caves?
Ah. She'll ask the rest of the group that and just repeat it.
No thanks. I'm good. I would like to wait for this dragon.
I want to get out of here as fast as I can. I want to see my siblings again.
Cool.
No, that should be it. Go back to white space.
Home space herd, and he'll run between your he'll there is no space between you guys, but somehow he finds the space and he forces his way through, and he guides you guys back to it. You may set yourselves up wherever within the.
Excuse me or something. Rude.
Boom, boom. Oh, there's Tuna.
Cool. And Steel will lead you back. And as you guys sort of relax and rest, if you guys need to, you may take a short rest to replenish anything that has been expended. I highly doubt that, but just in case.
Yeah, 10 burned a wild shape slot.
Yeah, I burned through like all of my most of my.
Did I lose my last level of exhaustion?
Yeah, with that bath bomb, yeah, it actually it wipes it away. So you guys are pretty decently well off right now. Yeah, go ahead, take a short rest. Anything that's needed, as you guys essentially just wait. As about an hour passes by, Rem,
before 10 begins the long rest, she's going to turn back into a cat again because she hasn't done it before, and it was very interesting. So, and she's just going to take her short rest in cat form.
Wait, does short rest not replenish any?
Not very many. It only certain abilities will come back on a short rest. Not long rest only for most spells. I think only warlocks. I think only warlocks get spell slots back at short rests.
Some wizards subclasses can do it as well.
Oh, there you go.
But it's only a small portion, not all of them.
Yeah.
Okay then. Well.
I know there's a class of druid that can do it as well.
Alrighty, y'all. Well, as you guys wait around, and eventually you see that Rem returns, and rather than making his way to you guys, it starts to make his way out towards what you kind of can see is the entrance of this mine. This home has a further down, it's like pure dark with little bit of mushrooms kind of like guiding it out and making its way through, and you see that Steel kind of looks to you. Be ready to meet with Dendrick the Crushin. And he will.
Got to roll my d20.
Oh yeah, for your wheel and woe.
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead and roll that.
Yep. And then Tem is just gonna hang out on sun in cat form.
Cool. And as you see that Steel makes his way through, and that meets with Rem, and they both exit out of this, of the home space. Yeah, a few moments pass by, and you hear a rumbling, a sort of like a growl, but a little bit more of like a hissing growl comes through.
It's like a crocodile?
Yeah, like a crocodile. Exactly. That hisses through, and you see that Rem and Steel. You see that Steel is fairly like a very tough guy, but he looks sort of scared and sort of worried, and he comes out, and he runs through, and he like gestures for you guys to come forward. And you see that Rem as well kind of gestures and puts herself against the wall as best as she can, and they gesture for you to come up front.
Damn, get the fuck over here.
All right, cool. As you hear this hissing, green smoke starts to billow out from the entrance and starts to flow out and almost engulf you. You see that all the other kobolds, even if they were like in the middle of a meal or in a bath, they all start rushing with joy and like glee in their eyes, just like how they were when you were entertaining them with your magic. They all come rushing. The only ones who look a little worried is Steel and Rem. Everyone is excited to see. And what comes through thud, thud. As the ground and around you shakes, you see the cauldrons, the steel, the weaponry all around you starts to shudder as this appears in front of you. Dendrick, the Crushing, a almost insanely huge serpent-like dragon appears out of the smoke, hissing forward as it rushes through the air, and its head is massively huge, way too big for this space. He is making his way through. Everyone, go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god, I'm really shit.
It's a fear effect of mine.
No,
That's a 4 for me.
I got a
a
12.
4, a 12. All right, and Tem.
22.
Okay.
Nice.
Let me do Tuna's.
Oh, okay, this time I'm the fucking himbo.
It's okay. We love
And a
himbos.
6. All right, M. Only you see this. That is not a dragon. That is an illusion. This is magic. At a very high level. But this is magic. Nonetheless. The rest of you, you see a truly infamous beast. Born out of legend and story. A green dragon looks in front of you. It hisses out once again. And then the smoke billows out and forms around it. And it disappears, replacing it with this creature.
Danny.
As Dendrick the Crushing shrinks down into this, what looks like to be a sort of minor shape-shifted form of himself as a humanoid. And he comes walking up. Yep. He comes walking up. Tem, you see it plain as day. This is magic craft. What? And this is not even him. It's not from Denny or this gentleman in front of you. This is coming from somewhere, an outside source. But as he walks up, he raises his arms. I am Dendrick the Crushing. And he looks to you, all of you, and even Tuna is fooled by this. All of you see a dragon shape-shifted for the first time in your lives into a humanoid form as it looks forward.
Is he speaking in Draconic or
He's
is he
speaking in Draconic.
Common?
He's speaking in Draconic right now.
Okay.
And he looks to you all, and then he sees, and he'll switch to Common. I hoped I did not scare you,
Nah.
these mortals.
That was not your face, like, nah. He's scary.
He kind of.
I was like, that was so cool.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Compliments and tips are always appreciated.
Tem will slightly take her claws into Sun before jumping off and turning back into a kobold.
Ah, I see. You must be.
When Sun hears the word tips, he's like, that's a little sus right there.
I see you must be the what is getting all of these fine young folk into a tizzy. And he looks down at Tem. Are you the kobold champion of a golden dragon?
She'll look at him in Draconic, and she'll look at him, and then Druidic, she'll say, "Kind of, but I don't think you are who you say you are."
He will respond in Draconic.
He's saying this in Druidic.
And Druidic, my apologies. And Druidic, he'll respond, "What do you mean by that, young one? What else can I be?"
Interesting you know this language.
I am of the earth, the sky, and the power itself. I know all languages. And he responds in Celestial, and Tuna hears this because he can speak Celestial. I can speak any language that you all would like to hear. What other languages do you guys speak?
Elvish.
Elvish. He will switch to Elvish. I am a part of all forms of creatures. Mo, do you have any other languages?
Cool.
You have Aarakocra. He will switch
Ev-
to Aarakocra first, and I can touch any creature within this world.
You have a terrible accent.
Yeah, I can sometimes detect like the accent too.
Go ahead and roll me an insight check as he
Uh,
switches to these multiple languages.
Druidic would be a secret language only known to other druids.
Mhm.
So,
Yes.
Mhm.
in Tem's mind, there's two options. One, he is a druid, or two, he is cheating somehow to gain access to this language.
Somehow, maybe.
So she'd like to make some sort of check to figure out
Insight.
which of the two it is.
It is still insight.
Yeah, the other one that Mo knows is Aura.
And Orin?
But Orin.
Orin.
Would this be intelligence or was it
Aran, yeah.
perception?
It's an insight check. It's one of your skills.
21.
It's wisdom based.
Mo's
Okay.
not suspicious or anything. She just kind of insulted that this lizard is speaking her tongue, and it's like, you don't know how to speak this language.
It's
It's
definitely.
like 11 and like
There's
people
no
are reading-
love in this language. You don't care. You're not poetic. It's like, your accent's terrible.
like 11. It's like
Fuck
it's
you.
11 total, but
11
but,
total.
like Sun knows that this is like something that you can. It's like rudimentary. Like it's like a conversational kind of like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I will
the
say.
total would be 23.
All right. So
21 and 2 from guidance.
I will say it was a 10 DC. So those of you who got it, you get that this is definitely. It's almost like as though someone who took the time to take many linguist classes, but never actually went to the place to learn the language. They just sat around in a classroom. Tem, you get that it's coming through that this is definitely like someone taught him this language. And like when Mo even replies, even Mo wants to be a dick about it. Mo can be, and honestly, the accent is pretty rough. Like it's again a student who has learned it from somewhere else and never immersed themselves into a culture. This guy is very intelligent to know so many languages and fluent. Yes, are they great? No, but it's fluent. So that's an argument that cannot be denied. And that Tem, you're kind of realizing that whatever he did, he might have struck some sort of deal with a druid, or he learned it himself, or maybe he truly is a druid. But he is a very intelligent individual who somehow is able to speak all these languages, and he'll kind of flick through Primordial, Dwarvish, and as well as Orcish.
It sounds like okay. Now you're kind of just showing off.
So, but druids wouldn't teach this language to anyone other than another druid.
Then
So she's
it
very
could just-
skeptical of him right now.
Then if they are not to teach it, it could have been forced. Whatever the case, somehow he gained this knowledge.
Yeah, she doesn't like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
I mean, Mo is kind of impressed with like this guy's dragon. Like, this is cool, but I'm not like, oh my god, wow. You're still a lizard.
Yeah.
You're still a lizard. If
And-
you were like in Griffin, then she'd be impressed. Then she'd be really fucking impressed.
Dendrick the Crushen will like raise his hand out. If you are your adventures, come follow me. I have my friends above, the dwarves that I govern. They will help guide you through and to the surface realm. And you may say goodbye to your friends that you've made here. And you see that all the kobolds around them are all prostrating. They're all like kneeling down. They are all like worshiping, essentially. Even Steel and Rem, who look nervous, they are like the nervousness has eased as you guys have seemed to have been accepted by Dendrick the Crushen. And he will thank you, my children, for taking the time to guide them through, and we should be off.
You taught Rem?
I have indeed have taught Rem. The magic that I wield in the power of this little finger, I am able to grant a portion of it.
She just wants Tem will definitely insight check to see that if he's lying about
Go for it, yeah. Go for it. You
Oh,
may
that
roll
sounded
insight.
so bad. Okay.
You may roll
that's,
insights.
that's poor. That's one on
I
guidance.
know that was in common.
This is all in common.
Oh, this is okay.
Yeah, this is all in
13.
common. 13. With a 13 and you rolled insight as well, right, son?
Yeah.
What did you get?
Insight. I got a 6. I keep rolling shit.
All right. You. This is. It's fairly believable. Like this guy, you may not think he. If this is truly a dragon, this guy really is fucking like. It's very cringy lines, but this is really. It's. It does not seem he's lying. Like it's very hot. It's very convincing.
Well, Tem knows he's not a dragon, and knows that was an illusion magic.
You know that. I'm mostly speaking for the rest of the audience.
Okay.
You definitely know this is not a dragon. But whatever but he's very convincing. You know it's a magic, but you don't know if it's just like he's an actual wizard, or if he's just a sorcerer, or if he's actually like some form of like maybe not a true dragon, but like a partial of a true dragon. But the evidence you take the evidence as you will through, but like this is where it's like you guys will take the evidence that I've given you. You come to your own conclusions. But the way he's speaking at it right now, it is very convincing. It's almost like the truth. Like you can't find a ledge to think otherwise. But you guys still have your own evidence. You guys are your own intelligent beings, so you may do with the information
I
as
was
you
not
will.
intelligent.
Yes, but you guys can still make your own inferences. But that for a fact, it does not seem he's lying.
Mm.
And he'll continue. And I grant this power only at an easy cost of on these pieces of parchment that I rip out of old books, so that Rem may be able to cast them at any point that he wishes. Aren't I benevolent? And he kind of like pats himself on the chest, and his like wings will kind of like flutter out a little bit to like really do the showman, and then prestidigitation will appear again. Tem, you realize this, but that it's prestidigitation, but for the rest of you, you just see these sparkles of fire, like seems to like almost as though he's like sweat out these like little fireballs, those sparkles.
Yeah, Mo's impression is slowly dropping. Like, he's starting to remind me of that old dragon thing.
Tem will take out a piece of paper.
Okay.
And write down on it in common. Is not dragon. Keep your guard up. And then she'll cast fast forward and reverse, and age it to the point where it's not legible.
All right, roll me a sleight of hand to hide that you're writing this down.
This would be a skill check, right?
Yeah, sleight of
Yeah,
hand.
sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Okay.
By the way, I gotta go in like 15 minutes because
Yeah, I'm getting us. I wanna. This is where I was gonna end it too.
24.
You hide it really well.
Ooh!
You hide it really fucking well. You do it like almost like as you're speaking. You kind of like do it behind your back, and
Oh, that
you're
sounds skilled.
You're fairly confident it is written perfectly enough to legible enough. Well, if you are all done with the interrogation, let us make our way forward, away from this place. And let's enjoy the outside. You must all be wondering to get back out into the open air, and the dwarves that I rule will give you much ale and many places to eat.
Sounds like kind of like was this because like of his performer background. He's just like, this is very stage talk.
Again, yeah. You guys make your own decisions. You make your own inferences. The information you glean is partial. There, that doesn't mean that it's
sounds
true.
actually pretty good.
Uh,
Mo's like kind of like, yeah, I don't care anymore. It's like, yeah, that was cool, but
okay.
You
So
see that Tuna's enjoying the show.
Hold on.
yeah,
Hold
I'm like, yeah, that was good.
on. I'm gonna like, was it because I hear like all the what's called like the stage talk? I'm just like,
Yeah.
going up like I'm gonna like message to Tem. It's only like we could hear that, from
Yeah,
what I'm.
so for a
Okay.
message, you send it to them, and it's like a whisper in their ear. The only thing is you have to point towards the person, so you have to do a sleight of hand check to do it like under the table to like hide it
Yes,
from him.
don't worry about it for right now.
Like that's totally up to you if you want to do it now or do it later. And I'll roll. I roll
Also,
for
why is
their
Tim
perception.
on Mo? Is Tim hitching a ride?
No, Tem's gonna walk back to Mo and hand Mo a piece of fruit and the altered note, so it's illegible, and just say, "Hold on to this." Also, in case you haven't eaten, hold on to this. Also, if you haven't eaten, here's something to snack on.
Thanks! Mo's taking starts, pecking at the apple.
And there's
So I'm
just a
just
piece of
like,
paper that's horribly unlegible because she fast forwarded it until it was not readable.
That's fine. Mo thinks it's a napkin. So she's just
Sounds just
holding
gonna-
it together. She's ignoring the paper.
That's totally fine.
Done.
yeah.
What do we have?
Sounds just like kind of like rubbing his chin, but like his like pinky is sticking out, and just like towards Tem, going like, does this guy speak? This guy kind of speaks like a magician, like a stagehand. I don't know. Something seems up.
Okay, go ahead and
Yeah.
roll me sleight of hand with advantage as you actually like physically described it and did it for us. I love it when you guys do really play into it. That's what's great.
Oh, finally, a good roll. it's a 21.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
God.
All right, let's roll his perception. Okay. All right, you do your message. You send it out. Tem, what do you want to respond with? Oh, actually, no.
Do I have-
message can't respond, does it? Or does it?
I'm
Does
pretty
it?
sure
Does.
you can.
It's like yeah.
Jules
yeah.
would have the spell, so they would know.
I think it does. I'm fairly certain it does. Do you want to respond?
Would I have to respond in a similar way? I've got to point the person, or would it just go?
You would have to point back to them.
Okay, Tem will just nod her head and then start walking as if because he said that they're going to lead us off somewhere. So Tem will just nod her head as if she's agreeing to Denny.
He kind of he grins to you all. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Go. I will join you in just a moment. And of course, I will be in this form. It makes the life a little easier. Rather than running around in my true form takes so much time. It's so hard in these very tight spaces. And as you guys make your way forward, you hear that Dendrick the Crushing starts to basically give out an expense report of some sort, or an encouragement like speech of we still need to gather these things. There are still things that must be found, and to bring them back post haste, essentially. And you see, and you guys appear through here. It takes a little bit of time, but eventually you walk your way through. And
Tem will kind of do a quick jog, hoping the rest of the group keeps up, as she just kind of sets a faster pace, slight above walking, to try and put some distance between her and the rest of the group.
There's about 20 feet before the entirety starts to open up to a new place. You guys have a moment. What would you guys like to do?
Where are we at?
Right here. These guys aren't. Hold on, let me update it again. Okay. These guys aren't here yet. I'm just placing them right now. I should put them off the map for you.
Yeah, Meredith.
Cool.
Okay.
So once there's some space between Tem and the rest of the
there's
footballs they left behind,
20 feet. 20
she'll
feet distance.
point over to Mo and say, "You should read that," and then reverse the note.
Okay. So, and the note says what exactly again?
It says, "Not a dragon. Do not trust."
Mo will fold it and be like, "Here, Tuna, your turn."
Tuna will
It's a
look at
very
it.
good joke.
Tuna,
Very.
I don't believe I will enjoy the joke as much, but I will still read the information, and he will read it. He will then fold it. Son, this was absolutely hilarious. Ha ha. And he will place it.
It's like sounds just like in everything. He's like, okay, yeah,
And then she'll
Yeah, that was
just
a very
fast
good
forward the note until it's dust.
Cool. All right. And
Aw.
that takes like moments. You were at like a good 10 feet distance. You make it up. As you get up to the opening, you see these individuals, two dwarves, of fairly like average height. I think dwarves are like at minimum 3 feet, at maximum 5 feet. Sorry,
Around there.
4 feet. 4 feet. They're like at a fairly decent average height. They look at you as you come and walk up. So, the male with the mohawk. So, you guys are causing trouble for us.
No.
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 Why'd you?
We just
Where'd you come from? How'd you get all the way deep in there? That takes many miles to get through.
we were
Uh,
doing a dungeon quest, and then the floor gave out.
yeah. We almost died fighting a dragon lich
A
undead
question, son. Do you
Yes.
have any indicator of where you're from on you at all? At all?
thing. What is it? I
I don't know. You don't like your family, so I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm curious. Would there be something that indicates that you're from the village hidden in the greens?
What is it? I don't know if it's like kept like the thing down, but I did have like some jewelry, like
Okay.
it's like so on me, and like it's mostly inconspicuous to most people, but if you know how to look closely, like
Gotcha.
you might see it's like mostly just like little carvings.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Also, how long has it been since we woke up from the long rest?
It has only been about 3 hours.
Okay.
As you like,
I was like 4 in the morning now.
yeah, this is like early in the morning.
Just keeping track for Mo's dark vision.
Of course.
Yeah. And also like it's like I do have to go in a
Oh,
bit
yeah.
soon.
Hold
Yeah.
on. One last thing, and then we're set.
All right.
So you're causing trouble for us, and then you see the smoke reappear behind you, and you hear like the awe and the clattering of like clawed applause, and you see that Denny walks out. Denny walks out in front of you guys. Hands on his hips. His like he looks ruffled as he kind of comes up to you guys, and you so you didn't blow anything, did you?
Hello.
Yeah, and he like you see that the girl snaps her fingers and the bar like these metal steel bars like roll down from up top of the like embedded into the stone behind Denny, and you hear like locks and like chains rattling and closing, and then you hear the of
Like they were just
cage.
walk into a trap.
No,
No,
just
the kobolds are present.
as a cage
Oh.
door is being closed, and that is where we'll end this.
Yeah, no, it's like, yeah, oh, bars from the ceiling, and then it's like,
Behind Denny.
yeah, it's like, so the kobolds think they're free, they're slaves.
And
But
that's where
even
I'll end
Ren
the session.
Nobody
I'm
knows. They think that they've been rescued. Like Mo won't know this shit. Mo won't think about this at all. But it's like, no, they are present. They think they're gained their freedom because their tribes are suffering. They were probably stolen eggs or younglings who were lost. And like, oh no, your families were killed. And so like they have this hero
Oh.
complex. Like, oh, we're helping our savior. We're working together. No, you're not. You've been tricked horribly.
I
And
thought
now-
when you said the steel bars, it meant like steel
No.
girders just falling right on top of us.
No, on
No,
top of you. No.
behind.
I said behind Denny. Yeah.
Yeah. Locking the kobolds up.
Also, one other thing. I don't know if you noticed on my shirt it says help.
It says help. I've been
Help.
looking at it all day.
Yeah. And two things. Help is dead, and you could have saved him, but you guys went to go sleep. And so that's what was the theme for this session was help.
Where could he have
Aw.
gone?
When I opened the session, he fell through into the
Yeah.
stones. He was on the opposite side of the chasm, underneath of rubble. If you guys would have been able to like, I mean, if you got the only clue was that he fell through. That was the only
Mm.
clue. I just wanted to point that one out there, and that was like
Okay.
part of the theme. Like whether or not you
That's
got
fine.
to him, that did not matter. It did not matter, honestly.
Mhm.
Like it could have been he had some capabilities, but who knows?
Yeah.
So it was just fun for me. So then yeah,
Okay.
that was today's theme. Help.
To
Yeah.
actually kill off someone successfully.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's all about for people. Those you get away with.
Well, thank you
Not
guys.